back, everybody, to session 22 of Reditus. Do a quick recap. We're going to get into it. Last session, the ATLADS had discovered that their bag of holding had been stolen. Jak had somehow let it go without noticing. So the ATLADS got together and decided to try and hunt down who stole the bag. They headed back to the blacksmith, where Jak had supposed that's where it got taken from him. A.T.L.A.S and Mastos staying outside, kind of keeping an eye on the outside area, who's leaving the store, as Jak went in and immediately approached a patron by the crossbows where he was earlier and held a dagger into their back and started threateningly questioning him. He then left when it seemed that wasn't the person that he had taken the bag, as Darius tried to kind of like calm down the blacksmith, who was getting pretty angry for his patrons getting threatened. And he talked to the blacksmith a little bit, asking about where would be a seedy area, perhaps, that they could go look for a thief. And he was explaining Core 2 on the outskirts as kind of some shady areas. As this happened, A.T.L.A.S started searching outside for clues as to where the bag of holding may have gone, and saw a small hooded figure dart away around a building next to them. So he headed over there to investigate. As he did that, he's seen a cloaked figure running and was able to quickly and smartly cast a holding spell and catch the thief, stopping him in his tracks. As the group kind of came out of the blacksmiths and all kind of congregated around this small goblin figure, they started to search through the goblin figure, finding that the bag of holding was indeed there. And as they started to question the figure, another person, the Mastos had noticed on the roof, tried to distract them all with a smoke bomb. Mastos scaled the side of the building and engaged in a little bit of combat with the figure, some strange female black-haired robed figure. But unfortunately, the figure did escape. Mastos regrouped with the other ATLADS as they began to slowly, menacingly torture the goblin for information, stealing his bag, stabbing him in his feet, stealing his boots, hanging him upside down. As this all happened, Jak was away trying to find the assailant that was helping him, that was helping this goblin. Unable to track him down, Jak regrouped with everybody, and they started heading towards the inn to talk to Carmen Silverhand, the kind of military leader of the guards here in the city. As they made their way there, there was some type of spell to kind of block their path. And as they figured this out, there was a little bit of a kerfuffle between Jak and Darius. Jak, just in absolute frustration of the situation that he finds himself in, he stormed off towards the inn. A.T.L.A.S and Darius then had a bit of a conflict, and A.T.L.A.S stormed off towards the inn. Darius walked off by himself. Mastos left with the goblin, turned his back to him, and kind of rode off as the goblin just slipped off the bear that he'd summoned and ran away. Right at the end, as we left them, Mastos heard a voice in his head. "We've almost got everything together. Where are you all?" A message in his head from somebody they'd made a deal with that it was looking to complete the deal. So we'll be back in a minute and see what they do next.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. A.T.L.A.S forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, a shadow's wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. A.T.L.A.S rise, the night is long, through fate and fire standing strong. His awakened shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty
All right, and we're back.
Welcome back.
You're back. So, last we left off, Mastos, as you're making your way back towards the inn to regroup with the rest of the ATLADS, you hear the voice in your head. Phobos got everything together for you. Where are you all?
Phobos? Mastos here. Where are you?
And you hear nothing in return.
Everyone, Mastos message from Phobos.
Am I close enough to hear him?
So right now, Atlas was heading into the inn to get a drink for him and Jak, as Jak had swung himself on top of the inn in a bit of a huff. Darius, you'd now just be approaching the inn, and Mastos, you can see Darius about 30 feet up ahead. He's about 30 feet away from the entrance to the inn.
So Mastos now realizes everyone's gone, including the goblin. Hopefully not everyone knows that yet. So I will gallop towards Darius to tell him the news that our items are waiting. Darius!
So as he's approaching me, I guess while he's galloping towards me, I'm actually going to take the bag of holding. I'm going to have my vest split open and open up a pocket inside. I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to have it seal over top of the bag, and then the vest will close back up.
Okay, so your right hand side is kind of like, it looks like you have an overinflated right pec, and you haven't been working out the left side, and there's a
it's
bulge
kind of like
coming out of
down
your
on the
tunic.
side, but yeah, it's fine. It's more so I just wanted to make sure it was fully sealed, so it can't just be pickpocketed off of me.
Gotcha.
Gotta get
All right.
their hand right in there.
So Mastos, just as you arrive, you just see Darius's tunic kind of come over and just fill up on the front.
Darius,
Mm-hmm.
Mastos received message.
I didn't send you any messages.
No, not from you. Phobos.
Oh, the creepy old dude. Does he have our stuff? Wait.
Funny.
I start looking around. Mastos?
Yes?
Hold on. What was his name? I have it written down. So if you want to expedite it. Where's Sunak?
Sunak on my bit. Yeah, Sunak was on Bear. Sunak said thanks and left.
Did you let him go?
No, Mastos not let him go.
So,
Mastos supposed to hold him?
I mean, somebody should have.
Bear helped him. Everyone left.
Bear helped him get away?
No. Bear helped him out of thorns.
Huh? What were you doing? No, you know what? Never mind. This is on me. I should have stayed there. I should have known better. This day is going to fucking shit. Okay, let's get to the group, and then we'll make our way back to... What was his name again?
Phobos?
Phobos, yes. We'll go see him.
Phobos fun. We can go see Phobos, and I trot after Darius towards the inn, whistling a tune. Skipping.
Darius, roll an intelligence check.
It's a failure. It's a
You don't know
natural
what the
2.
DC is?
It's a natural 2.
Natural
Like,
2. Okay, yeah, you start to think Phobos, but you can't quite place the name.
Okay, yeah, so it was a 3.
So as you're walking up, Jak, you see from a distance as you kind of like head down, just pondering the kind of the breakdown you just had and trying to piece everything all together, and you see ahead of you about 30 feet, you see Darius and Mastos talking, and you see a bear kind of just walking behind and sitting down behind Mastos.
Jak would be on the top of the inn.
Yeah.
Because he was there with A.T.L.A.S.
Yeah,
So
you're
he's-
seeing them from up there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Jak's just sulking.
brooding.
All right, sulky brooding. So as you guys are having this conversation, Atlas, as you walk into the inn now, you see there's a lot less people than there was earlier, but still some patrons there. The barkeep's still at the back. You see Carmen. Carmen not over on the left-hand corner where she was before. The desk still has the papers and stuff, but she's not over there.
Okay. So who's at the bar?
The regular barkeep, Jin, the barkeep that was there earlier.
All right. I'll just go up to him and I'll ask him for 2 of his finest glasses of milk.
Finest glasses of milk. No problem at all. That'll just be 1 silver for you.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. And can you please, what kind of milk do you have actually?
Oh, we're just on the goat milk right now.
Ooh. Goat milk. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yep. Here you go.
All right.
And 1 silver.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Ooh,
He
thank
takes
you.
the silver heads. Door just kind of swinging behind him, comes to a stop. Just wait for about 30 seconds or so. He comes back with these 2 little mugs. Kicks the door open. Ring, ring, ring. There you go, little one. Slams them both down. Nice froth on the top of this milk. It does look white and creamy.
Do you have like a tray, like a takeout tray, by any chance?
I don't, but I got one of my fellas to bring it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're just on the roof. Okay.
Wait, no. I can't deliver it to the roof. Sure, that's silly.
I'm gonna push 2 copper on the table.
Okay.
How about now?
I can get him to bring it to the front door for you. How about
Great,
that?
Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you.
Sarna! Here! You see him calling over, and this human boy comes running over. Take these to the front door for the lad. Oh, okay, sir. So he picks them up and kind of stands behind you, waiting for you to kind of direct where you're going.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You seem terrified.
Oh, I'm very busy. He keeps us busy.
Wonderful. Okay, come this way.
All right, I'm coming.
Can you just take a breath?
I am, but I've got to sweep the floors over there. I just need to get this done real quick.
Is there something bothering you?
No, the quicker I get it done, the quicker I get to go home.
Oh, where's home?
Well, it's down on core 3.
Oh, wonderful. I haven't been to Core 3. That would be maybe a nice place to visit. Are you in need of new friends?
I don't have a lot of time for friends, but maybe.
Well, there's always a good moment to make time for friends. That's what I always say. Are you familiar with hugging?
Hugging, yes, my father gave me a hug once. It was a couple of years ago. I did quite enjoy it.
What was his name?
Children shouldn't lie.
Inside check.
Wait, my father's
What was your
name?
father's name?
You're asking a lot of questions. A little bit.
Oh, you don't know?
No, I know my father's name. I'm just wondering why you're asking where I'm living. You're asking all this information. Are you trying to rob me? You trying to... What's going on here?
Yeah, I thought you were a nice boy, and I would like to make new friends.
Okay. Well, my father's name is, Bob.
Bob. Ooh,
Yes.
very regal name. I once knew a Bob, I think.
Oh, very nice. So the drinks are over here, yeah?
Oh, yes, come this way.
Okay.
I'll lead him.
All right.
And then when I get outside, I'm just gonna point up to Jak.
If you could just deliver it to my friend up there, please.
Well, I'll just set them right here. And he puts them on the stab. Have a good day. And runs back in.
Oh, you forgot your hug.
He just keeps going.
Yeah,
Although there's only about 4
What's that?
patrons, he's looking very, very busy.
Okay.
So, Colin, I actually took notes. So your intelligence check that you made me do, I know is incorrect. I won't say like until you're back
Yeah.
with us again. I'm not going to say anything. But since I have the notes on it, can I use that? Would Darius then remember?
Yeah, it's like it's something you would know. Yeah, I was just trying to bring your attention to it, basically. So yeah, Alice, yeah, you have the drinks. You see Jak is kind of where you left him, right above. And as you go to the entrance now, you can see about 30 feet away, you can see Darius and Mastos having a conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna look up to Jak.
Jak? Yoo-hoo!
Yeah.
I got our milk. Cold. Straight from the goat.
Just leave it down there.
Oh. But someone might drink it. Can you use your little shooty thingy to pull me up?
And Jack's gonna basically like let all the slack out of his grapple, and he's just gonna like, he's not saying anything, but you just kind of hear like this zzz, and then the hook's gonna like land like right in front of Atlas's face.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like swing it around my foot, and I'm gonna like ride it up like a swashbuckler on a cut rope from a sail. You know what I mean? with the 2 mugs of milk.
Perfect.
Love it.
So Darius, as you turn from this conversation with Mastos, you turn around, you now see Atlas going up the kind of the rope with 2 mugs, one in each hand, as he tries to kind of hug the rope as it's pulling up towards. Now you see Jak at the top of the building, perched on the top. There's kind of an outcropping above the archway of the inn, and he's right on top.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Wait. Well, hold on. Mastos?
Hmm?
What did you say? What name did you say?
Mastos said Phobos?
Who the hell is Phobos?
Small gnome man.
No. His name was Gar.
Gar said things ready. That's what Mastos said.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I can trust that. I'm gonna have to take this up with the other group. I'm gonna cast message to Atlas. Atlas, Darius, Mastos.
Hi, Darius.
Fuck, I wasn't done casting. All right, I'll cast again.
Well, you
and
can't
Mas-
can't reply till it completes sending the message.
I don't think it actually sends until you're done. But
That's what I mean.
So Mastos just told me that. Well, initially he said Phobos contacted him and said all of our items were ready. But when I corrected him and said that we were waiting for Gar, he said, "Yeah, Gar contacted me." So I don't know what to do with that. You could reply to this message.
Hi, Darius. I don't know Phobos. You can reply to this message.
Darius face palms. I'm in the inn, right?
Oh, so you guys are stopped outside of the inn, like you're walking towards it. You kind of stopped as you seen. They're on the outside, on top of kind of this arch, kind of perched on top of it. So you're looking up, you can see them up there.
You think if they're looking down at me, you just see him put his head down and shake his head. I'm gonna go inside and get an ale.
Okay. Mastos.
I am going to turn around and wave to my little bear. It's not little, but and blow him a kiss. And he disappears.
Okay.
And I turn around and trot back in to the inn, going to myself get some ale. Or beer. Or spirits or wine or ooh, do they have wine on tap? Mastos is intrigued. Mastos is thinking about all the drinks he may have.
All right. So as you trot in, and Darius, as you enter, you see there's substantially less people in the inn than earlier. There's only about 5 or 6 patrons that you can see right now, and you see the barkeep. You see a young boy sweeping the floor to your left, and another server to the right, serving one of the patrons at a table. And the barkeep is wiping down the bar.
Okay, I just go up and ask him for his finest ale.
Oh, finest ale. All right, let me see what I got. I might have a little something special left for you. Just a second.
I appreciate it after this day.
Well, it's been a rough one, has it?
And he leans down.
Yep.
Well, what's been happening? What's got you down?
Well, long story short, we've never been here before. We walked in, we got robbed, and then we had to deal with that. So, yeah, that's a very high-level version of the story. I don't want to get into it. I'm still in the middle of it. I just need to unwind.
That's a rough welcome to the city, I have to say. Sorry you had to go through that.
And he's just wiping the mug out.
All right, I'll be back. We'll see what I got for you.
See him head back, the swinging door just closing behind him. Mastos, you're just reaching up to the... You going straight to the bar at the back?
Yeah.
Okay. You head up. You just see, as you're heading forward, you just see now the barkeep just enter a door, swing closed behind him, and Darius kind of just leaning up against the counter.
Mastos wants to walk up to Darius.
Yep.
Mastos has a question.
He kind of turns to acknowledge.
So much violence. Why?
We've been through a lot.
But he's stranger. He truthful.
We don't know that. If he were truthful, why'd you run away? We were taking
him.
Yeah. I also healed him, and we were taking him to see Carmen like he asked. If he had nothing to hide, why would he have bailed like that?
Maybe come to Carmen himself?
Oh, I guess we'll see, won't we?
We will. Mastos will see.
Like, I know you've been sleeping for a long time, but all of us have been through a lot. Even in the last week, there has been a lot of death, a lot of betrayal, and it wasn't even a betrayal, because for the most part, he didn't know who he was. But we watched someone who we started to see as a friend become the one enemy we were supposed to stop. And it was a lot. And then we come here and we get robbed of the one item that is carrying pretty much our entire livelihood at this moment. And on top of that, Jak has to deal with the fact that his whole purpose for being here may not even exist.
Mastos understand. You think Mastos sleep. Mastos not sleep. Mastos says sleep, but Mastos remembers yesterday his friends died. Mastos remembers his friend doing it.
It sounds pretty horrible.
But now Mastos has new friends. But
Let's
new
hope
friends.
that we don't kill each other.
Yes. Mastos, watch for that. And he squints again.
Don't look at me, man. I only thought I have fought more in the last week than I have maybe my entire life. You see, Darius kind of trails off, kind of like thinking back to the flashbacks he's been having.
Mastos just worried. Mastos love. Mastos feels. Mastos doesn't hurt innocence.
Yeah, you seem like a gentle soul. Don't worry, buddy. I know all about love. And he winks at him.
I wink harder.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Maybe I'll get Atlas to teach you. He picked it up a lot better.
I almost just said wink with both eyes.
You blink.
Just
I blink
as
back at him.
just as Mastos double winks at you, Darius, the door opens, and the barkeep's back.
Ah, I do have a little bit of the moon drip left if you want it. It'll be 2 silver for the whole jug.
He puts down this mammoth jug. It's about like 1.5 feet tall. It's massive, and you can see kind of like this crisp as you look into this kind of brown but really light colored liquid with these small little bubbles just kind of popping at the top every few seconds.
I pull out a gold and I slide it to him. Thank you for your trouble. And I take the bottle and I go to the corner.
Ah, it's extremely generous. Thank you so much. And I hope your day gets better.
Me too, friend. And I'll walk away. I'm gonna go. I want to find like a corner, kind of away from people, but I also want to be able to keep people within earshot, so I can just listen for anything, kind of ongoings of what's going on in town. If anyone's talking about anything that's happened.
Oh
Okay.
man, you're gonna hate what I'm gonna do then.
So yeah, you start to walk off. While this is happening, Atlas, you reach the top with your mugs of goat milk. You reach Jak at the top.
Ooh. Here you go, Jak. One of the finest glasses of goat milk this town has to offer.
Jak's just gonna kind of slowly take it, like quietly, not say anything, and he's just gonna chug it in one go.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like this one too? I really don't. I don't have need for it. I just figured socially it would be nice to share a drink together, but you look parched.
Jak will just say, "It's up to you. I'm not pressed for anything right now."
Oh, I mean, I haven't been the greatest at decision making in the last little while. Maybe you just tell me if you want it or not.
I don't care, Atlas. I'm not interested in eating or drinking or talking or sleeping.
Yeah, me neither.
And I just throw the full glass like as far as I can.
I just someone out in the crowd.
Roll a strength check.
Sure. Uh, 22.
Okay. Jak, you look at as Atlas. This goes to toss this this mug, and it goes. Whoo, whoo, whoo. You see this little dot in the distance.
Someone in core 3 just died.
And you hear a goblin squeal somewhere behind a building.
I killed the fucker that got away.
He's like, I can't believe I got away.
Oh, that would be a great like after credit scene.
No, I want to see him again. Meet him.
So, what brings you up to the roof?
Taking in all my woes.
Oh. How's that going for you?
About as good as you'd think.
Well, I don't really think, that's why I'm asking. How is it going? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being 10. 1 being 1.
I guess a 10 right now.
Ooh,
What
that's
would you
good,
do if you found out your sole purpose for coming to this area was to help rescue your island, and just in small conversation you hear that it's not actually happening.
Well, how do you know it's not happening?
Those guards seemed pretty adamant that it wasn't happening.
What, that the tournament isn't happening?
That's what they said.
I mean, do you need the tournament to provide for your island?
I mean, we've been surviving for a while, but
How?
to have help to maybe get further technologically. I mean, we don't have anything like you, and my island's not known for magic or anything like that. I'm one of the few that can do anything. So I was the provider. I was the one that went out and found supplies. I found food. I found herbs for medicine. I was one of the sole people out there doing all that. And I came here because I felt if I came here, we would get more of that. And to find out that it could be false. I mean, we just so happened to get dumped on a random shore and fight somebody who waits for people to get dumped on his shore to experiment on them. And then walking to the next city, they go, oh, the tournament hasn't happened in ages. Wouldn't that kind of shock you?
Well, normally, yes, I would say that would be shocking, but I feel like over the events of the past how many days, I feel like that's just how the world works now. Nothing is for sure. You make what you make out of each situation.
Yes, but I was picked up on a strange craft that took me away from my home that I may never see again. It seems kind of like a big deal to leave my home high and dry. Because now people that aren't accustomed to fighting and scavenging are going to have to step up and do the job I did. And not everybody will survive that. I almost didn't survive that. But then Reen showed up, and I did.
But, Jak, do you know what you have? That a lot of people don't?
No.
Can I show you something?
I don't want to hug right now, Atlas.
No, I'm not going to hug you. Yet.
I'm gonna reach over and put my hand on his chest.
Okay.
I want you to take a big, deep breath. As big as you can.
Jack's gonna just kind of like sigh and then kind of lean back and actually kind of focus on being calm, and he's gonna take in a big
Yeah, perfect. Did you feel that? That's something that you have that a lot of others don't.
What's that?
Air in your lungs. It's called hope. And as long as you have that, you can provide for your island. You just need to find a way. There's always a day you can try. Right?
I mean, I'm going to. I'm gonna strive to get back, but Centorium's far away. And Reen is just a small dragon. She can't even fly. And who knows how long it'll be before she can fly with me on her and take me back home, if we could even find our way.
You're right, but we still have that in our lungs. And there's always a way.
I'm just gonna pull out the letter and I'm gonna pass it to him.
Okay.
Dorhan.
I think you should hold on to this.
Jak will take it and kind of look at it. What is this?
It's a letter that Dorhan gave me. I'm now Dorhan's hope. And that's what we have to be for those that cannot be anymore.
Is this a letter he's asking you to send to somebody? Or is this something sentimental he wrote for us?
I think you can read it.
And Jak will open it up and read it.
So as you're reading that, Darius, you find your way to, there's, as you kind of turn around looking down the tavern, on the left there's a table with 2 people sitting, and then down on the right hand side there's a table with 1 person and a table with 3 sitting together. Where do you want to go sit?
Is there any empty tables near them?
Yeah, like it's a fairly decent, it's a huge place. There's a lot of empty tables right now. Those are the only 3 that are actually taken.
So I want to go and sit at kind of a table that would be kind of in between all of them.
Okay.
I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit in a way where my back is to everyone, and I'm going to put my hood up.
Okay, sounds good. So about 2 tables down, kind of put you almost central to the room. You kind of sit down with your giant jug of ale. Mastos, what are you doing? You're muted if you're saying anything.
I totally wasn't saying anything. That's so embarrassing. Marky, perhaps you
Hi.
have spirits?
Spirits? You want spirits?
Wine?
Oh, you like a little bit of the good stuff, do ya?
I bow graciously.
No need for that here. Maybe down at the old Dragon Flagon to do that, but not here.
Well, score turns to go to this dragon flag and no, no. I rummage through my little coin purse, I'll call it for now, and I flick out a gold.
Oh, gold. If you want just a cup of wine, I got you for 2 silver. You don't need the gold.
Mastos bad, gold, shiny for you.
Oh, that's a great tip. You and your friends are good tippers. You can keep coming back. Here you go.
And he reaches down. You see him pull out this bottle. Kind of like this golden label, but it's all like dusty. Pours it into this mug, and
There you go. Enjoy the wine.
Mastos looks down at the bottle.
he put.
Oh, you want the whole thing?
Mastos' friends got drink. Mastos wants drink.
This mug not be enough for you. You want the whole bottle?
Please.
Just maybe make sure you share it, cause it's pretty powerful stuff. But here you go.
And he puts it on the table, looks at the gold he gave him, and kind of shrugs like, yeah, that probably covers it anyway.
I pick it up and the mug as well, and I slam the mug back in one drink.
Okay.
Slam it down, and I walk away with a flick of my tail, cutest little deer tail you've ever seen, and I take a big swig out of the next bottle.
Okay. So yeah, as you down the mug, you can feel this room temperature, very vinegary tasting liquid just go down your gullet. You can almost feel it passing the whole way down into your stomach. It is very sweet, but also very vinegary at the same time.
Oh.
Like almost all white wines for me. Yeah, I skip over to Darius. Well, now that does I'd like to roll perception, but smell for any familiar smells besides Darius's smell.
Okay. Roll a sniff. Roll a sniff check.
That is a nat 1.
That one. You kind of like
So a
close your
7.
eyes and smell, and you smell some type of very strange smell. It almost smells sweet and almost like a hint of vinegar to it.
Oh man, Toucan Sam style. I am going to the sweet smell as I drink this vinegary sweet drink.
You find yourself going in circles just looking at the bottle.
That's some good wine. That's fair. I'm gonna stop drinking and walk over to Darius, and probably feeling a bit of warmth coming over me. So I'm gonna pull out my pan flute in one hand and pan away, as they say.
Okay, so you're sitting down beside Darius?
Oh, I'm standing. I
Okay.
can't sit right now. No way. My hooves are moving to the. I'm a one-man dance crew.
All right. So as you're down in the wine, you start your pan flute. Up on top of the inn, Jak, you kind of have read through the letter from Dorhan as Atlas watches you attentively.
Jack's gonna read it and go, I don't know if this is something we should have read.
I don't think it matters much now, but I think it's something that we need to take with us, and I think Dorhan would have wanted us to carry on, right?
As in, you want to deliver it?
I really gotta spell this out for you, don't I? Yes, Jak, I'd like to deliver it, and I'd like you to see the secondary meaning of this conversation as hope and something that we have to hold on to for both ourselves and for Dorhan. I was hoping you would find the correlation between the two topics, but it's okay. You're a good hunter.
Well, if we stop doing side missions and getting sidetracked, then I'm ready to go deliver it.
I am not a side mission.
Well, I think my time trying to lead this group is over. I don't think I'm very much suited for the role. I'm trying to fill that hole there, but it's just not me. Maybe it's you, Jak.
I don't know if the people we're traveling with would want to follow a kid.
I don't think age really has much to do with it. I think you lead by example, and maybe now is your time to set the example.
Where I come from, I wasn't the leader of my island, but I was looked at as a leader.
Well, I can see many reasons why. I'd be happy to follow where you lead. You just gotta take the first step.
Did that guy get away?
What guy?
The goblin.
Oh, no. He was tied up and bound. I left him for the others to handle. Oh, but Darius did release his hands. Wait,
Do I know that?
Yeah.
No, I don't know that. That was
You-
after,
you-
wasn't it?
No,
we were
you
holding him
knew
when I
that.
did it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Darius did. Darius. Hello? Darius did I'm
It
not
Yeah.
functioning.
It's working. It's fine.
Darius did release his hands for some reason, but
I'm sure nothing with that.
I'm sure between Mastos and Darius, they were able to come here safe. I did see them come here, didn't I? Was that them coming without?
I did see them down below, but I didn't see the goblin with them.
Oh, you're right. I was so fixated on getting this wonderful milk to you that. How was the milk, by the way?
It was milk.
Good.
It was surprisingly chilled, very crisp, and yeah, it was delicious.
But when I chugged it, everybody made a face.
Because it's goat milk, bro.
I didn't.
Unpasteurized, chunky goat milk.
Mm.
Straight
How
from
long-
the-
How long has it been since he ran off?
Ooh.
Like you
The
from the
goblin.
group?
The goblin.
You don't know.
Well, yeah. So since you left the group, it was only about 20 minutes since you left the group to you see the group come to you.
How long would you say from when I first casted Hunter's Mark to now would it be? 'Cause it was like,
about 90 minutes or
walked-
so.
Lame. All right, never mind. Hunter's Mark's no longer active then. Never mind then. Jack was gonna be like, let's go find him, but
It was a nice try, though.
well,
I was just about to be like,
Maybe
I
we
guess-
go find out because I feel like that goblin knew something. What do you think? What should we do, Jack?
well, if we have him, we can go turn him into Carmen because she basically said if we find anyone that's actively stealing, that I'm allowed to basically bind them and either get guards to bring them to her or bring them to her.
All right. Well, let's go find out.
And Jack is gonna kind of like stand up, and he's gonna kind of turn around, face Atlas, and he's just gonna like fall off the building. But as he does it, he's gonna shoot up and slowly drag himself down.
Okay. All right, Atlas, you see your way down, slowly drift down towards the ground.
That was beautiful, Jack. You got one of those for me.
And then you hear like the door to the inn opening, and then you hear it shut, and then you see the zip line. You see the zip line go back up, and then he comes back up on the building. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And then he's gonna kind of
I'm gonna hug
Give-
him.
give him.
there it is.
Thought I would get away with it.
I'm just imagining it being really slow. Like Jack
Yeah.
is preparing and Alice is just like,
Yeah.
And
This is a safety hug.
The citizens watch as Jack pointing up and slowly lowering them down while Atlas warmly embraces him as they very slowly descend.
I'm like smiling so
far, wherever.
Crowd's got it. Watching this slow motion. Spin.
So yeah, as you guys
Fine, Jack. Fine.
as soon as you guys hit the ground, you guys can both easily see, and now you see Darius sitting in a middle table while Mastos is prancing behind, playing on a pan flute. Darius with his hood up, kind of not looking too pleased.
Jack is going to walk in, and he is going to see Darius, and he's going to walk over in front of Darius so he can at least see him, like facing him. And then Jack is just gonna kind of like bow over, like arms just kind of like loose, and he's gonna go, I apologize for my behavior. It was out of line, and I hope you can forgive me. You were right. I am frustrated, and my actions were out of line. And he's just gonna stay down and wait for a response. So
I'm gonna
Sorry.
catch my note.
Darius's head is bowed right now. He's kind of just staring at his cup. He chugs his beer, pours another one, and hands it to Jak. You're gonna need this. It's gonna get worse moving forward.
Jak is still kind of like bent over, but his hand's gonna come out and grab it. And
Am I still hugging him? I don't remember releasing.
You didn't release? Okay, so yeah, as you go in,
Ruin-
Atlas is
ruin
still
my
there
apology.
as you
No, I'm
bow.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
and Jak will knock it back and then pull a chair out and sit down.
And Darius is gonna say, I forgive you. But moving forward, how about you just express why you're frustrated rather than use your fists? It's not my best forte. Although it was pretty badass how I dodged your first attack, you gotta admit that.
I didn't expect you to avoid it.
Not gonna lie, neither did I. I fully thought you were gonna take me down with that.
You're squirrely.
Sometimes.
And as he's sitting down, Reen's gonna. Reen came with me because Darius sent her off. But Reen's gonna come over and Jak's gonna kind of nod at her to like she can be at ease, and she'll probably go over to Darius to be close as she can to the egg.
Yeah, she curls around Darius's feet under the table. Mastos
Okay.
still playing the pan flute. Atlas, you roll up and kind of see this exchange and hear the exchange between Darius and Jak.
Do we have rooms here?
Yes, Carmen said our rooms for the night are on her.
Okay.
I went and spoke to her a little bit after you guys did.
I've got some stuff I've got to discuss with you guys. Some pertaining to next steps, and I think we need to clear out some air on who or what I am. But I'd rather do that where there aren't open ears. Can we go to a room?
I think that'd be fine. The innkeep knows about our rooms. We'll just let him know that we're ready for him.
Okay. I will take my jug. I'm going to take a sip. I will carry it with me. I'm going to go to the barkeep and ask for our room keys.
Okay. His approach, he's kind of just leaning, being so dead right now. He's just kind of leaning, watching everything, sees you coming up, kind of gives you a smile.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Yeah, Carmen said that our rooms would be taken care of. Just wondering if we can get our room keys.
Oh, yes, of course, of course.
He just goes underneath. Here's some kind of moving around and shuffling.
Now, I only have 3 rooms available. I hope that's okay, but you took care of the costs.
Puts the 3-room keys down.
Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. One of us doesn't sleep anyways, really, so it'll be fine.
That'll work out well. It's just up the stairs there. It's the last 3 on the right.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna kind of like head nod for everyone to follow, and I will go upstairs. I'm gonna go in the last door.
Okay. All right.
No,
so
leave
you-
the door slightly open.
Okay. So you guys see as Darius kind of nods towards, as he's faced you guys looking at Darius, you can see the stairs are to your right, staircase leading up, and Darius heads on up. Is everybody following?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yep,
Okay.
Jak will get up and follow.
I will also follow.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head upstairs. You see basically just a whole lineup row, doors on each side, heading right to the end on the right, door ajar. You guys look in and see Darius there. As you go into this room, Darius, it's got 2 beds, one on each side, very small sort of path in the middle, and one kind of dresser in the right-hand corner as soon as you go in. So ample sleeping for 2 people. But yeah, there's not much decoration here. One window on the left-hand side above one of the beds. And that's about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be standing looking out the window, waiting for everyone to get in the room.
Okay. You guys file in. There's plenty of space for you guys to break out just a little bit and close the door behind you.
Thank you for coming. Okay, so things have kind of gotten crazy at this point, right? Like, Jak, I understand why you're freaking out. The one thing we were supposed to come here for, presumably, hasn't even been going on anymore. And it's one thing I would like to discover, or at least get to the bottom of. But I want to fill you guys in on my history. Atlas, you already know kind of my story, but there's more to it now.
Okay.
So again, on my island, I don't remember anything before my island, but I don't think that whatever, like the history that I remember, weird flashbacks of my family, I don't think it's real. I remember running away from my family for some reason. There was something. I don't know if I was being pressured into doing something I didn't want to do, but I know that I wanted to get away and I wanted to live a completely different life so that nobody would find me. All I remember is being on my island, and I basically I knew I had a knack for the arcane, and I used that to my advantage in terms of my music. I performed for people, made people happy. You know, I kind of just lived the high roller life. I was a partier. I had a lot of fun. And then I ended up having too much fun. I ended up getting together with the wrong woman. And I was sent here to die, basically. The weird thing is I had never seen that woman before that night. And with everything that's been kind of flashing through my head, I'm starting to wonder if maybe she was part of all of this. But anyways, when I was...
Sorry.
Pardon?
Carry on.
When I was knocked unconscious, this was in Vimoria's room, was it? When I had the offer, Colin?
Yes.
Yeah. When the crystal activated in Vimoria's palace, or mansion, I was pulled into a dream, and... No, it wasn't. It was... when I touched Jonas. That was when it...
That was the second. Yeah, that was the second time.
That was when it gave me the offer, right? So,
right.
When Jonas was unconscious, well, in the castle, something talked to me and told me that my past is a lie. And then when Jonas was knocked unconscious and I touched her, I was pulled into it. It was almost like a dream sequence that was on repeat. And this entity, it called itself, one second, I have it here, Demantrium. And it told me that my past is all a lie. It was all made up. It was all fabricated. And it started to show me flashes of something. It almost looked like... The only thing I could think of is like a concentration camp. They had a bunch of children there, and they were not treating them well. And Jonas was there too. And it gave me a choice. It told me it could help her. It could keep her, restore her memories, but it couldn't guarantee that she'd survive. And I had to make a choice. So I told it to restore her memories to what they were, because that is what made her who she is. And it told me that if I found, and I look at Mastos and I'm like, that more would be revealed to me. It said it would help uncover my past and show me the truth. And I wanted to know more because Seraph told me that I'm a descendant of the Conciso Sorcerers, which are an order that caused the cataclysm when it happened, or at least they were part of it in some way. And I wanted to understand more about my power, so I told this entity that I would help it. I found Mastos, and I haven't heard anything since. But that was why I went after him. And I know I dragged us on a side quest, but I thought maybe it could help me understand my power more and help us overall.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, it said you were its child.
Mastos is a child,
Yeah, that's evident.
but Mastos's parents not here.
Yeah, well, I don't think that this entity that contacted me is here either.
Mastos' life a fairy tale. No, Mastos' birth a fairy tale. For druids.
What do you mean it's a fairy tale?
Tell us.
Okay. So Mastos can tell a story. Story of birth. Listen
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
So Mastos pulls out his lute.
I walk right up to him. I get really close.
Okay.
Is this close? Is this too close?
Mastos pays no attention to how close he is, because he is close enough. If I can still raise my
Yes.
flute, yeah. So I raise my flute, eye contact. Start playing my flute. Whimsically, I dance around A.T.L.A.S, circular, back to a more reasonable position.
I just I turn to Darius and I kind of like this is how you tell a story. Like,
Mastos tells the story of birth. Mastos used story voice. Voice echoes. Dances some more, plays some more. So there once was a tree that held the magic of the grove, the druids once said. They said that it gave them life, inspiration, connection to their god. But one day, when magic was taken from this world, sundered from it, the tree withered. The life in it that they once felt died with it. But in its death, a red glow formed. A small, faint red glow inside this tree. The druids, they gave that a name. That name was the Mastos. And he goes into a good solo. And soon the druids felt hope again. They felt their god with them. They felt some magic again. And just when they knew they could actually feel magic again, that life, that connection, only a few, very rare, was Mastos born. And I skip. And I do a little twirl. And would you say it's midday?
It's about 5 p.m. right now.
Okay. So you have no idea how the moonlight is shimmering off of his body, but it is. As it spins around. And he pulls out, he switches his pan flute for the little red stone that he's held in his possession, his precious. And he says, This is my birth. And I put it back, spin it around, and it's gone, and my pan flute's up. Sorry, my flute's up. And I finish off by saying, I was born from magic. I'm not of this world. I know not of where I'm from. I know not anything but my life. Druids raise me. Druids love me. Druids teach me. Mastos a druid. Then he lowers and he bows. He says,
Just hear the clanking of
Clang, 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 clang.
his tail perks up. You see it just.
That was beautiful, Mastos. Thank you for sharing.
Mastos love telling story. Storyteller good is what I hear.
Yes, that was great. Does anyone else want to share anything?
I guess since we're airing everything out,
I like turned and looked directly at Jak.
after we found that egg. Oh well, I guess I'll start before that. Remember when I was seeing? I thought I saw something in the city of Amoria, and I shot my crossbow at him, and there was nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was somebody there, and he's a dragonborn, and he was telling me about why I was given Reen. And I was also instructed to get along better with the people I'm with. But it was after Reen found the egg. I had a vision or a dream, whatever you wanted to call it. And there was a bunch of eggs, and then there was very few. And I was told to take this egg to the keepers to the west. And I would like to accomplish that.
Okay. Well, who are these keepers?
Probably the keepers of the eggs, if I had to guess. I wasn't given a lot to work with.
Darius, roll a history check for me.
That's not bad. That's not bad. What do we got? That is a 16.
Okay. So, in your studies, what little history resources were left on your island, you do remember mention of keepers, and it was essentially an order that were caretakers of dragon eggs to make sure that they were kept healthy and they were all able to come to full birth. As birthing of a dragon egg is extremely dangerous and hazardous and sought after by many people. So this was an order that was kind of in charge of the any dragon eggs that were found.
Okay. Do I know if this order is an order for good or bad?
There's no notation. There was no notation in regards to their sort of alliances, only that their full devotion was to dragons and them coming to health.
All right. I mean, I think I've heard something about these keepers, but I mean, I don't know much about them. Just in stories that I've heard, their purpose is to bring these eggs to term so that the dragon can be born.
Well, I guess it's befitting that the person who can summon a dragon takes this egg to the keepers as instructed.
Well, I guess you still have a purpose then, don't you?
I did talk about something outside of my island, and I would like to accomplish my first task at hand, and then maybe I'll make a name for myself doing this.
Potentially. I think we've all been given a small piece of something that seems a lot greater than it may be. But I'll help you.
As I will for you.
Atlas, you hear whispers.
Did anyone hear that?
Jak just told me he would help me.
Yeah. We'll all help you, Darius. No, but the weird whispers.
Mastos doesn't whisper.
Okay,
Do I still hear them, or
You still hear them, Atlas.
Before
Can I
we
repeat them? Can I mimic them? Like, can I record and repeat?
You can verbally try to replicate it.
Well,
Okay,
before
I
we
verbally
shut
tried.
him down, remember when I was hearing stuff in the mine and it turned out to be something. So let's be on guard.
yeah, I can't understand. This is the third time I've heard them since being in this town, and it sounds like
Is it a language you understand?
no. It sounds like I don't know what it sounds like. Definitely not a language I've heard before.
It's not a language I've heard before, right?
No, it sounds like it's incoherent in regards to words, but it sounds like the same vocal tone, just layered and repeated in different stages to form a whisper. Do you want to try and listen harder to it, or do you want to push out the whispers, or?
Mm.
I'm gonna try to focus on these for a second. Just no one talk to me.
Okay, so roll a 1d6.
Mastos plays his flute auspiciously in the background behind him.
5.
Okay, take 5 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Psychic.
Okay.
And you hear the whisper again. Let me out now. And we'll take a break there.
Okay.
It's Filbert.
We'll take our
Open
5
the rear
minutes. All right, guys, we'll be back in 5
Or 7.
or 7. So last we left off, the group were in a room in the inn, kind of sharing some backstories, some things that were happening, goals, desires. When Atlas feeling these whispers in his mind again, this time kind of like opening up and trying to focus in on it, and hearing, "You can let me out now."
Hello?
Hi.
Hello,
Darius.
What?
Where,
it's Filbert.
Who
Let
is
me
that?
out.
Can I pinpoint where the sound is coming from? It's within my body or
Yeah, you feel this like as if you were thinking to yourself you're going to say something. It feels like it's actually like inside your brain. Not that you have a brain, but
how do I let you out?
just squeeze me out.
Mm, I'm not the squeezy type.
Open the hatch. You know how to do it.
Oh,
Falls asleep.
everybody, I'm gonna try something. Maybe
Are we allowed to talk now?
we're in the room, right?
Yeah, you're in the bedroom. Doors closed. It's you guys. 2 beds and a window, and a dresser.
okay. There's a voice inside me, and it's in my head, and it's telling me to do something. And I'm gonna do it. So maybe nobody look at me right now for a moment.
Whoa! You don't. What are you gonna
I just
do?
start pushing as hard as I can.
Mastos crouching down to watch.
Okay, so you guys watch as Atlas starts pushing. He kind of his body starts shuddering, and he immediately drops into stasis. There's no movement from him. His rear hatch opens up, and you hear boom, 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 as this large metal ball, silver in color, has all these strange ridges on it, just hits the floor.
Is this really Atlas? Has this been Atlas this whole time?
No,
I'm thinking-
Mastos. It's.
I'm
Are you thinking it? You're not saying. Okay.
No. What?
Okay.
Is there a
Yeah.
countdown clock on my eyes, or am I like full stasis?
There's no countdown clock right now. All lights are out.
Okay. All right.
Mastos is shocked. Deer in headlights.
Right. You haven't seen this. So this is Filbert. Hi, Filbert.
Is it?
It's not. It's a metal ball. It's
Oh, okay,
about
sorry.
sort of like a football sized, and it's full of metal and has kind of these metal lines and ridges all around it.
Did Atlas just take a shit? Do automatons do that?
Have you seen him do that?
Okay, to be fair, all of us have done things that we haven't really done before. And he's the first of him I've ever seen.
Well, doesn't that little drone come out of his
I poke
hatch
it
down
with my-
there?
Does that look like his little drone?
I poke it with my flute. Just
Okay, this metal ball boom, 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 starts to roll when you poke it.
You poke it with your flute? Dude, that goes in your mouth.
when have you played the flute? It sits like
Nevertheless, it is right at your mouth. That came out of his hatch.
Jak is going to get up and pick it up.
Okay, so as soon as your hand touches it, you start to hear, and you start to see the movements between these little rivets within the metal start to unfold and open up. You see, it starts to layer downwards, and this ball kind of starts to raise up, and the arms start to stretch out. You see these spikes coming out the top, and the top at the top of this metal it just pivots open, and you see this green head come out with this red eye in the middle. Atlas, the moment you go into stasis,
It's
Last-
Filbert Iron Man.
lasts about 5 seconds. But during this time, as soon as whatever this was that was talking to you disengaged, your systems seem to get access to a bunch of information. And you now understand what this is. With the automatizer 5000, putting the armor within your systems, with the work that Jonas had done to accommodate Filbert into your sentry system and incorporating your systems into him, it has also done the same. When you've reapplied the armor, it reapplied it to Filbert, and now he has become a group pet that will act in sequential command, with Atlas being first. And I'll share the character sheet for everybody. But Filbert now stands about 1.5 feet high, has green claws coming out the side. I'll give you guys a visual.
Well, while it was opening up, I wanted to grab my flute like a weapon. And as soon as I saw it, wanderlust of cute, adorable, overflowing. It's I love it.
And he just bows in front of you.
Is he bigger than he was before?
He's about 1.5 feet, 2 foot when he unravels. So he can go back inside Atlas. He converts back into a ball and go back inside Atlas. Your sentry is reverted back to a miniature version of you that's in there. Filbert understands common language but cannot speak back. He can only speak when inside Atlas, and you have to use your kind of psychic access when he's inside you to communicate.
Right.
Hey, buddy, you've grown. You look pretty cool. You don't want to eat me, right? Okay. We're still good then.
Go for a high five.
He jumps up
Lord Whip.
and he goes like
I'm
this.
just like, oh.
So as he lands back down, you see him start to move around a little bit, and his previous body that you guys had seen with this kind of thin vine structure, you can see now is more sturdy. However, when he moves very sporadically, kind of all over, almost like you can't really predict where he's going to move next. And as he does so, he wraps his hands and his legs up and flips downwards back into a ball and rolls up back into Atlas's hatch. Pachink. The hatch closes.
He's a suppository.
So Filbert is a monk. He'll use his spiked hands as weapons.
Does he drunken box?
He does.
Yes.
I'm gonna have drinking contests with a mini automa. Wait, does that mean?
No, he's biological. He's a plant. We got him from plant zombies. That's why I'm afraid of him.
Wait. That I would have cast speak with plants.
Ooh.
Next time.
Well, I'm in stasis for if I had a choice, I
Well,
would
you-
remain until I.
So the stasis only
I
landed
poke
about
Atlas with
20
the stick.
seconds, and then you pop back out of it. So you've seen this interaction happen. Sorry, I thought I said that.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. It was basically just a short time period for you to kind of get this information, and then you back out of stasis, and you see Filbert do the high five and everything.
I'm gonna
Albert?
go back up your ass.
Albert, are you, can you hear me?
I say this internally.
Okay. Roll a 1d6.
I'm just gonna take damage every time he talks to him.
3.
Okay. 3 psychic damage. Yeah, I'm come here.
Ah, why does it hurt to talk to you?
I gotta plug into your systems to talk.
Oh. So it just hurts the once and then we're good?
For a little while.
How are you? How do you feel?
I feel good. Stronger than ever.
It's some pretty nifty armor. That'll be useful.
Yeah, it's the same as yours.
Yeah. Hey, Filbert,
Yeah,
you ever miss your family?
you're my family.
Well, yes, that's true, but your family before us, I feel like I took you away from them.
We should.
No, you're my only family.
Darius is like. Although I guess I can't hear it.
It's
Right.
inside
so-
his head.
Eternal.
Gilbert didn't exist before you. Your father.
Aw.
Okay, well, I'm honored to be your father.
Honored to be your son.
Okay. You let me know if you need anything.
You let me know when you need my help.
I will.
Darius knocks on Atlas's head. You okay?
Yeah, yeah, we're good. Just having a one-on-one internally with our new friend. Our old new friend.
You can talk to him?
Yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit, but, yeah, you can talk to me. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay. Cool. Well, we have
Do
a
you have
new...
any questions, or, like, I can...
No.
On the line,
I mean,
yeah?
he answered the questions I had. So,
Okay. Yeah, no. Nothing about eating you when I talk to him.
yeah, that's good. That's
Mhm.
he still remains in my good books then.
Well, yeah, I hope so. He keeps consistently getting more and more powerful. I wonder where this power will end.
What if he like fully integrates with your body?
Oh, that'd be really cool. It would be half plant, half automaton.
What would we call you? Phyllis?
Maybe. Or
Atbert?
fatless?
I mean, you don't have an ounce of fat on your body, so that would work.
True. Well,
But
maybe
maybe
we'll
you
come
would.
to that.
Yeah, something to think about later.
Or not.
True. Okay, so we've had a good bonding experience. You shat out Filbert and then sucked him back up your hatch. Cool. Do
Time
you guys
for
want to
rest?
get some rest?
Yes, definitely.
You say Filbert Plant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he was. I'm not quite sure what he would be now. He's much more than just a plant.
Well,
Walk.
I think his family was also more than just a plant.
True. They also tried to kill us.
Yeah,
I walk up to Filbert.
he's inside of Atlas.
I walk up to Atlas.
He's at my butt.
And-
It's really-
So it actually doesn't say I have to see them. It says plants within 30 feet of me.
Hmm.
Can I just cast it and give over limited sentience and animation?
You can try whatever you want. If you want to try cast that and see what happens, by all means.
Okay, yeah. And if it's an unwilling creature, they take a strength constitution saving or constitution, yeah. Saving throw.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to whisper towards Atlas's butt.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Oh, who is this?
I like spring up. I go back down to his butt. And I put like hands on his, I guess, canister.
Mastos, are you okay?
And I totally ignore Atlas and I say, "Are you little tree?"
No, I was a vine once. But then, now I'm alive, kind of.
Magic make you?
Atlas made me.
Mastos has new friend. And I back up and I say, Atlas has new friend.
You say,
Saying it to me or you?
Yeah, I say that to you.
yeah, we're all friends here, Mastos.
I twirl.
Well, I'm gonna rest now.
And I immediately just shut down.
Okay.
He does that a lot. Anybody want to stay in here with him?
So it's about 6 p.m. right now.
I'm not staying in the room, but I will say goodnight to.
Oh, those are my favorite, Corey.
I will go up to his butt and whisper, "Good night."
Good night. All right, so Atlas is in stasis. What is everybody else doing?
I'm going back downstairs.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go to my room and finish my drink and then go to bed.
Okay, so you just take the next room over.
Yeah.
Okay. Mastos is heading downstairs. Jak,
Ooh,
what are you up
I
to?
want to attune with my thingy. Let me just, while you talk, I'm going to see if I have anything else I need to identify.
Okay. Jak.
Jack will just stay in the room with Atlas.
Okay, sounds good. And Reen. What do you want?
I assume.
That's why I was just checking, because if Jak, we'd see Reen leaving the room, so it'd be your choice. You want to let Reen follow Darius or stay with you?
Jack will let Reen go with Darius, unless he doesn't want her.
That's fine. Actually, no, you know what? Just play it out. I know what I'll do.
Yeah. So basically, without a command and seeing Jak settling down for the night, Reen will follow Darius, knowing the bag of holding is on his personage.
Okay, so seeing her follow me, I'm actually gonna have my vest kind of like shift the bag to the front and then pop it out. I'm gonna take it. I'm actually gonna hand it to her so she can like, huh? And then I'm gonna tell her she can go stay with Jak just to bring me the bag back in the morning.
Okay, so you're sending her with the bag of holding over to Jak?
You know what? I'm gonna go with her to Jak.
Just wanted to clarify.
In that time.
There's
So I'll go to
mischievous
Jak
goblins
for a
about. Okay.
Yeah, I'll knock
Alright.
on his door.
All right,
Jack
so
will open the door.
You can. So Reen will stay with you. You can take this for the night, but I want it back in the morning.
I'll do my best to not get it stolen.
Just keep your door locked. You should be fine. And I nod and just say goodnight, Jak, and I go back to my room.
okay. Okay. You guys are settling down. You guys want to do anything other than Mastos? Anybody? Darius, Jak, you guys want to do anything before you kind of settle in for the night?
So just I want to attune with my cloak of invisibility,
Okay.
and I don't think I have anything else to identify. So yeah, that'll be it.
Do I need to attune to my necklace, or is that just like a put it on and you're good?
That is an attunement, yes.
So Jack will attune to his necklace, and then he'll put a blanket over Atlas and then go to bed.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys settle in. Mastos, you clippity clop your way down the stairs. Starting to get a little bit busier now. You're starting to see people coming in kind of for the dinner rush. What do you want to do?
I would like to put the pressure on me that everyone went to bed. Gosh. My whole purpose was to actually come down and look for Carmen, because we came here to report back to Carmen.
Okay.
I want to see if she's around yet.
Okay, roll a perception check.
I'm assuming I handed the keys to people.
Yeah, I made that assumption. Yeah.
Ooh. That is a 12.
Okay. So yeah, you look around. You don't see her sitting at the desk she was at before, and you just see sort of you see, quite a few people in here now, but you don't see anybody resembling Carmen.
Okay. Do I see any goblins?
You see a couple of small figures. There's one or two that do have their hoods up. You would have to get a little bit closer to inspect them to see if they were goblins or not.
I would like to approach drinking my bottle of wine still, now that I'm away from everyone resting. Party time. I'm going to drink my wine as I approach them and kind of trip on my hooves to pull on their cloak, or try to, with maybe a sleight of hand or something.
Okay. So yeah, so it's at the southwest corner of the room. So you kind of head your way over there, trotting. It's two smaller figures, both kind of hoods up. Looks like they're playing some sort of card game. As you get a little bit closer, before you kind of do your trip technique, you can see from this angle, looking forward, you see a small halfling is the one that you're kind of facing as you go up behind the other one. And you kind of do your little stumble trip. Roll a sleight of hand.
Uh-oh.
14.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you trip, you stumble, you kind of like pull the hood down a little bit and kind of skid across the floor, kind of dropping your bottle almost on the ground, but being very delicate to make sure it doesn't break or spill. You look up and you just see the figure spin around and look down at you, and it looks like just a shorter human.
Oh, apologies. Too much. Strong.
Oh,
watch yourself.
Watch yourself there. And he reached down to help you, give you a hand to lift you up.
I take the hand and I get up.
Oh, just playing with my friend here. Just playing.
Oh, just playing?
Yes.
Any wagers?
Oh, no, it's just a friendly game. No betting here.
Internally, I'm like, make Mastos just walk away, turn him into a gambler, and just like hunt for another game.
Are you sure you're okay there?
He starts brushing. He starts brushing your fur, and then he dusts off it.
Erection happens.
Oh.
Oh dear, sorry about that.
That happens. Mastos not control.
Oh, I'm a little uncomfortable now, so I'm going to go back to my game.
He kind of turns over, visibly
Mastos
putting his
waves
shoulder
goodbye.
towards you.
Mastos is gonna look for another game, see if he can see people shooting dice or getting away with gambling of some sorts.
Well, as you look around, it looks like most people are actually eating. At this time, more you can kind of tell is sort of the dinner period. So it looks like these two guys are the only one who are kind of engaged in any type of games right now. Most people are eating.
They're playing the equivalent of a bingo or solitaire. I got that. Yeah. Oh, could have gone for a bingo. Jeez, it's been a while. Mastos will return to his room, shape into his fox form, and sleep under the bed.
Okay.
That's
good.
What he's gonna slink away from this weird no gambling, no party. Everyone's just sitting down having dinner like a bunch of seniors. Really thrown off his vibe here.
So you head into your room, you zoop down into your fox, you know, do your 5 different circles and cozy on down. So Jak and Darius, both roll perception checks for me.
I also locked my door before I went to sleep.
Did you know?
Yes.
12.
What is my perception? I know it's good. Oh, 3 plus 18, 21.
21. Okay. Good enough. All right, so you guys get a full long rest through the night. You guys can all mark a long rest. It goes uninterrupted. Atlas would be the first to come out of his stasis. Are you here, Atlas?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're the first to pop out. You kind of open your eyes. You can see Jak is laying on the bed. You, at first, are complete darkness, and you panic and realize there's a blanket over your head. As you move it, you see Jak laying on the bed.
I've succumbed to death.
Succumb to death again.
Jak, you're rudely awakened by this screaming of Atlas, yelling that he succumbed to death.
Jack will wake up and see Atlas. I imagine Atlas like just doing this with a blanket over him, and he'll just slowly slide the blanket off of him.
Oh, Jak, you saved me. Oh, wait. Who put this on me?
I didn't know if you used them or not,
Oh,
and I figured we're here, might as well.
oh, yeah. Well, thank you, I think. No, I do not need to be covered in any sort of fabric to restore myself.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
And
Anyways, how's everyone doing? Where is everybody? Should we get going?
probably in their rooms, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to go downstairs and group up, get some food for the day, and see if Carmen's in. I don't know if we're gonna speak to her again.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. Let's motor on downstairs.
Might check in with Thoric. I don't know what his plan is.
Sure, yeah. Whatever you say, boss.
And Jak will call Reen, and they'll make their way out.
Okay. So you guys exit the room. Looking down the hallway, you can see all the doors are closed the whole way down. You guys do know that Darius had gotten the last 3 rooms, the keys to the last 3 rooms on the right-hand side on the way down. You guys heading downstairs, or?
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
following Jak.
Okay.
Would I know which rooms were ours? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, exactly.
Jak is going to give like a decent, powerful knock on each door as he passes.
Okay, so as you get to the first door and you knock on it, Darius, you awake to hear the boom, 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 boom knocking.
No. It wasn't me. No, I didn't do anything. It's not what it looks like. Who? What? Hello?
We're congregating downstairs. And then Jak continues.
I'll just get up. I slept in everything that I'm already wearing, so I'll just get up and head down, I guess.
All right, Mastos, you hear boom, 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 boom. You hear a fox kind of squealing from inside the room. Jak.
Jak will reach into his bag. He'll pull out his flute, and he's gonna play like a quick lick. It's kind of loud and sharp, and then put it back in his bag and continue on.
My ears perk up, and I slowly saunter to the music. As the empty bottle of wine comes rolling out from under the bed with me. And Mastos throws on a pair of sunglasses as he goes down. Fox form.
Are you staying in fox form, or are you going into?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't even remember shifting. I'm just, play it out.
You have a hard time, but you manage to leap up onto the handle and the door just kind of swings open as you hang on to it and scuttle your way out of the room. As you get out, you just see A.T.L.A.S and Jak making their way down the stairs. Darius, you headed out, did you? Yeah, you grabbed your stuff, right?
Yeah. I just got up. I didn't have to grab anything. It was all on me.
All right. So as you guys head downstairs, you see no patrons. My mistake. You do see one patron. Southwest corner. Looks like he's passed out. Leaned down on the table. Cloak kind of pulled over his head. Arms underneath. Leaned down like that. As you guys look around, you just see a female behind the bar. You don't see anybody else. You gauge it to be about 5 a.m. right now in the morning.
Okay. I actually just want to quickly check my person.
Mhm.
And providing I'm not missing anything, I am going straight to Jak and checking for the bag.
Yeah, you find everything you expect to be there, where it's supposed to be.
Perfect.
Except one testicle.
Jak, you got the bag?
Jak will sling it off and hold it out. And give
You
him a
go to
nod.
reach for the bet. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll initiative.
So this time I'm going to take the bag and I'm going to hold it to my back and have the vest kind of come up over it. And same thing, it'll be sealed, like there's not an opening.
Okay.
That's right, you're not stealing it.
Yeah, it's under your vest. Successfully under your vest.
For now. I walk up to what I assume is the style of bench that goes along tables. I'm gonna try to climb up as my fox form and scurry my way up eventually and put my feet on the table and just go.
Okay.
What did the fox say?
Oh, good heavens.
Ding, 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 ding.
Jak will go up to the front, to the bartender lady and go, enough food for 4 of us.
Yes, that's not a problem. I'll get working on that. Could I ask something though? Could you please keep your fox pet a little bit quieter, because there's people still sleeping at this time.
And Jak will turn to Mastos, and he'll kind of go into trainer mode and snap, Mastos.
Mastos quickly shifts out. You have never seen Mastos shift that fast back in his goat form, and he just puts his head down on the table with his hands out, kind of like that guy in the corner.
That works too.
And Jak, you see the human female behind the bar kind of jump back a little bit. Her blonde hair kind of flies forward as she kind of jumps back, not expecting to see this tiny little fox turn into this satyr in front of her.
She's like, oh goodness. Oh well. Thank you, I suppose. I'll get working on your breakfast. You're from the N3 rooms, right?
Yep.
Okay, it's been taken care of. I'll get on that for you.
Thank you. And Jak will wander around to see if Carmen's where she was yesterday.
Okay. So you see she turns and it's in the swinging doors. closes behind her. You head over towards the desk, and you can see papers neatly stacked. Looks like it's pretty well organized, but you don't see anybody sitting at Carmen's desk.
Jack's gonna wander over there, and he's not gonna like dig through stuff, but he wants to see if there's anything like out just in the open that
Yeah,
he can like read at a glance.
Yeah, roll an investigation.
$17.
Okay. So without kind of obviously digging through it all, it looks like generic stuff you would expect to see from organization standpoint. Somebody managing a lot of people, schedules, who's supposed to be where. You see names, places, and kind of dates scattered up. You see a couple of different reports about trade requests from different cities. You see a little bit of detail, separate notations about the thefts, that the note that she gave you seems to have consolidated that information into the one note, like the names of the people. So it looks like there doesn't seem to be anything specifically that draws your attention. It seems to be kind of busy work of, security of the area. There is one other one. There's a notation of a murder, and details on designating people to investigate a murder that was on Core 5, behind the steaming anvil, and it's notated to have happened a few days ago.
Is there a
Can we do a Scooby-Doo mission, guys?
Is there a like a writing utensil in front of him?
There's papers and ink and stuff. Yeah.
He's gonna pull out his like paper that was given to him yesterday. He's gonna write down "Murder Core 5" behind Anvil.
Okay.
And then he's gonna put everything back, and he's gonna roll his note up and make his way back around.
Okay. So the other details, if you're kind of notating from that, it says a body of a dwarf was found there. The dwarf has been identified as Anric Blackblood.
Anric Blackblood. Okay.
Yeah. And the other information about identification is that he was a known bounty hunter.
Behind what anvil?
The steaming anvil.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. That's everything of note.
Sweet. Yep. He'll make his way back around.
Okay. You guys can hear rustling in the back kitchen, pots and pans moving around.
Anything of interest there, Jack?
Hey,
Of what?
Mr. Jack.
I don't know, looked like you were looking for something over there.
Oh, I was just seeing what I could take in at a glance. Apparently, there was a murder on Core 5 of a dwarf. So, if we're down in Core 5 at any point, it might be something to see.
Do you think it's still there? Do you think they would just leave the body in the ground?
The paper said it was a few days ago, so I doubt the body is just laying there.
Oh. And what would we be going to see? Like the crime scene, or? I don't understand.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know if tracking a few-day-old murder is similar to tracking an animal's, but if we could figure that out, maybe that would also help repay our debts to the city.
Okay, well, I mean, I thought we didn't want to get too far off track.
Also valid. Who can contact Thoric?
Can I hear that?
Yeah, you guys are all.
We're all standing together.
Yeah, you're pretty much all together at one table. Yeah.
I can try. It depends how far away from us he is.
It's also early as can be. I don't know why we got up at this hour.
Well, I mean, you woke me up. So.
We all did go to bed at like 6 p.m.
Well, I got woken up by a screaming maniac.
I didn't go to bed at 6 p.m. I laid in my room and passed out a bit later.
Scrolling on your tablet.
No,
You got games on your phone?
and I take my cloak and like pull it around like Batman. And I'm like, I was testing out my new cloak. You want to see something cool?
Mastos has no time.
And I pull the hood up over my head and vanish from sight.
You guys watch as he pulls it up and then, just like that, Darius is no more.
And in comes a new character. A hobgoblin named Demos.
To another dimension he goes.
And then I will take it off. Now I gotta mark that down somewhere.
So as you guys are witnessing this, you see the human female, long blonde hair with her apron come out with the tray. Works her way over to you guys.
So this is the one that Mastos just scared the shit out of, right?
Hmm?
And do I just appear out of thin air?
Yeah, as she's kind of walking towards, and you kind of uncover yourself, and she's like, "Oh my goodness!" And she tips her tray, which she had 4 cups of this strange purplish liquid, just fall off, spill right across the floor. She manages to kind of recover and keep the fruits and the hot meat that she had cooked on the other side. She's like, "Oh my goodness! You shouldn't scare someone like that."
I promise you, I was not trying to scare you. I was just sorry.
Oh, I gotta clean all this up now. Here's your food. And she lets the tray down.
Appears to catch the food in her hands away from Darius. And don't know how he got there so fast, but he takes it to the table and eats it.
Like all of it?
Oh, she dropped the rest for you guys.
No, she only dropped the drink. She saved all
No,
the
so she
food.
put the serving tray on the table for you guys. There's one side of it's like a pile of fruit. The other side kind of this hot, steamy meat, some sort of pork or something. And she scuttles off to grab a mop to clean up the berry juice that's all over the floor.
Mastos is feasting.
Mastos, you hear in your head, I've got all those items ready. Well, pretty much. Where are you, please, so that we can make the exchange?
Breakfast at Carmen's as I'm stuffing my mouth.
Yep, we're at breakfast, but we're not at Carmen's. We're still in the inn that we stayed. Who are you talking to?
Gar.
Oh, is he messaging you again?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try casting message to Gar. I'll say, Gar, this is Darius. I don't know if you'll receive this. I don't know how far away you are. We got your message. We will come see you at some point today. You can respond to this message.
Hey, you wait for a minute. You hear no response.
I don't think he got my message, guys. We should go see him, though, before he trades our items away. Hopefully, he heard what Mastos said and can decipher it. I don't know why he chose him to be the person to message.
So do we have to go back into the cave?
Yeah. But we can go and get our stuff and come back.
We know the way.
Yeah.
Let's just go knock that out since it's the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, if he just messaged you, we know he's awake. So we might as well go take care of that, and then we can come back and... do we know of any work? You were mentioning something about a dwarf, Jak?
And Jack's going to pull out his letter that talks about the theft reports, minor thefts of gold, most lately theft from the Wizard's Tower. some sort of scroll. The scroll is locked in a special golden scroll case. Oh, I didn't read this. We should do this. Yeah.
Classic. What do you mean blood weaving? What spells? What?
What's a blood weaver? Yeah. So this thing we should go do totally. I was too caught up on finding my bag or the Darius's bag of holding. So yeah, let's go do that real quick and then go find this scroll.
Yeah, I think we should go get those items. And I may spend a little bit just to attune with mine, because it'll be definitely worth it if we're going to be going to fight some people.
And Jak and Reen will partake in the food that was delivered. And then
You could not eat it that
Hold on.
quickly.
Hold
He
on,
is
hold on,
trying
hold
to
on.
munch it down, but
No, didn't. I was like, if I get a good solid roll here, no, you're right, 100%. No nat 20 there.
Mastos wild shapes into Kirby.
Actually, hungry as a bear might apply here. No.
I thought I was hungry as a horse.
Yeah.
I could turn into a horse too.
And
That'd be fun.
yeah, finish eating and then he's gonna start making his way.
the
Making
Mastos.
his way downtown. I continue with them.
Yeah, Mastos, you hear another voice chat. I'm not familiar with a city called Commons. Where are you all? I'd like to get this done, please, Mastos.
We come to you.
What?
Now.
What?
We come to you.
What is happening?
I'm gonna just look at Darius with a hunk of meat, because obviously I took a little chunk before I left. Told him we come.
Is this Gar again?
Mm-hmm.
Is this what it's like for you guys when I message you?
We all simultaneously nod.
Okay, fair enough. All right, are we going? Like what?
Yes.
Jak, what do you think?
Is everyone finished eating?
Darius takes one last. I'm gonna go.
I grab 2 handfuls.
And then Jak will kind of look at Atlas, kind of like, I'll try, and then go, all right, let's go. And then he'll start leading his way out.
Okay.
I gotta follow right behind him.
You
All
heard
right.
the man.
All right, so you guys start making your way out. As you can kind of hear the barmaid kind of mumbling as she's mopping up the blueberry juice that's all over the floor that she'd freshly squeezed for you all.
Jak did leave 1 gold piece on the table.
It was
Okay.
taken care of. He said Carmen, or the breakfast was taken care of.
I know, it was a tip for dealing with people
Oh, yeah,
getting
fair.
spooked.
She
Fair enough.
she does notice it with a roll of a 20.
Oh, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Pockets the gold. It looks a little bit happier as she mops up the mess. So you guys exit. You can see a big difference now in the city at this time of the morning. A lot less people around. There's 1 or 2 people kind of, maybe they're working the night shift. Look a little bit tired, heading to different areas of the first core. Looking up, you can see the sunlight. Atlas, roll perception.
The nat 19 plus. 26.
Okay.
Jesus, 26.
So now that things have kind of calmed down and you're able to kind of check the area out, and you guys walk out of the inn, which is set quite far back from the central whole point of this kind of buried city, if you will, and it kind of dawns on you that you do realize that there's daylight where you are, even though there's no opening right above where you are. And as you kind of look a little bit closer, you can see that glimmer that you've seen before when you first arrived at this city, where there was the opening, and you kind of felt this sort of strange skin-like substance almost, that when you turned a certain way, you could see a reflection come from it. When you look at the ceiling, this rock platform that is above, and you turn a certain way, you can almost see the shimmer. And you can understand now that the light hitting this sort of column that's going down is now spread across the platform. So it's bringing down any light, whether it be moonlight or sunlight, and it's extending right to the end of these different platforms to give this city a very unnatural, being underground, but yet outside feel to it.
Is there anyone nearby other than us?
Not within about 30 feet, like 50, 60 feet away. You see somebody as you come out of the end to your right, heading towards the south, one heading towards the north. There's not a lot of people around on this core at this time.
I'm just going to pop my head back in to talk to the bar lady.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see the little smile on her face as she's just pocketed the gold. She's just mopping away.
Yes, hello. How did you need something else?
I just had an inquiry, actually. It's quite light outside out there, and my belief is we're very far underground. Do you know how that can be?
Well, that's all the platforms are lit like that. It's the that special. I don't know exactly how it works. It's some sort of membrane thing from some giant worm or something, and the dwarves had used this sort of technique so that they could light the place and keep it keep down here for a long time without having to go to the surface.
Oh, wow. That's very impressive. You said it was a giant worm membrane?
Something like that, yes.
You don't have any more giant worms around here, do you?
Oh, I hope not. They'd be quite scary.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, thank you very much for the information.
And thank you for the tip, whoever gave it to me. It's very much appreciated. I work very hard here, and sometimes I feel like I don't quite get the appreciation I deserve. So thank you very much.
No problem. That was me.
Well, I appreciate that. May I know your name?
Atlas.
Nice to meet you, Atlas.
We are the ATLADS.
Ah, yes, of course, the ATLADS.
Thank you. All right, you have a great day.
Bye now.
Bye.
I just head back outside.
Okay. As you start to head back outside, Atlas, you hear a voice in your head.
This is the last time that I could do this today, so I hope I have better luck. Mastos hasn't told me the city that you're in for me to meet with the trades. Please tell me the city so that we can get this arranged.
I say to the group, "What city are we in?"
This was the Atlas. Atlas heard this.
Oh, never mind then. Master said nothing to himself.
Did they say that I can reply to this message?
You understand? You having the spell yourself, you understand how it works.
That's not what I asked. Okay. It's Cynicalum?
Cynicalum, yeah.
Cynicalum, that's right.
I should write that down instead of Cyborg City.
Yeah, I have Robo City.
How do you spell that one there? And I tried to look in the recaps too. I was like, I don't think it was mentioned there either. And I'm like,
You don't need exact spelling. Just spell it sound it out and spell it that way.
What was it?
Cynicalum.
Cinicum.
Let's see, I put CINA.
It's fine.
Oh, yes, we are in Centorium. It's a city in what appears to be a mountain. Are you familiar with it? You can reply to this message.
No, he can't.
And you hear no response.
Did I hear him talking?
Did you say that out loud?
No, I would assume.
Oh, I thought you had
Okay.
to say it out loud.
Do you? Not
Yeah,
if you.
you can whisper it, but
I
well,
have been
it
saying mine
depends.
out loud.
It depends. I know sending is like the next tier up of message.
That's what.
That's what I
Yeah,
figured.
that's what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, but with message you have to verbally respond. You can whisper, and I'll still hear it clearly. But it has to be said. It's not
Yeah.
like a telepathic link.
Sending doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's mentally.
Yeah, you don't have to. Message, yes, because you're kind of whispering into that little copper wire that you have. But
Yeah.
sending, no, it's like you don't have to.
Mm-hmm. It's better.
Yeah.
It's a level up from message, which is a cantrip.
So yeah, you hear no reply.
Okay.
Well, I think our friend's coming here. Was there any investigation into that mirror we wanted to do before we handed it over?
I thought we were getting a lot of good stuff out of it.
We are, but are we sure what we're handing over to a complete stranger?
Metagame, one of those planes could be a hyperbolic time chamber. That's all I'm saying.
Let's
Maybe-
get
Do you
max
think there's
level.
maybe someone around here we could take the mirror to just kind of get some information on it?
I don't
Someone
think
that-
we should risk it. Let's just go and get our stuff and have this done so I'm not stressing out about it anymore. The more people we involve in this, what if we show it to someone and then they jump us and take it?
Good point.
Well, then we'll know that it's really valuable.
And it'll be gone. And then all those items that are currently waiting for us will also be gone.
Yeah,
How
why
do we-
why not trade something we may not ever use for items that we're going to use?
Hmm.
Aren't you getting a shield that teleports you or something?
Yes, and that is wonderful. But I also understand that in 3 months' time, I do not want to be fighting some sort of mirror demon that has been unleashed on the world.
Yeah, but we could end up fighting that demon not necessarily released from the mirror. How do we know the things in there are one of a kind? In fact, we know what's in there. And they didn't seem like one of a kind.
We don't know, but there's clearly some very big interest in the mirror for all the items that we're getting.
Well, that's because we had to talk him into it. If it was up to, if no one would have said anything, we would have just been trading one item per one
Yeah.
item. So
It did take some persuasion on my part.
Okay,
Let's go. We should make haste.
I scamper with haste
where are we going?
Back to the cave we came from.
to the entrance. Do we get to say flesh is only the vessel for the door to open on the way out?
I believe he's coming here. He asked for the name of the city we're in.
Well, I mean, can you message him? Do you have that capability? My message doesn't reach him.
I do.
Why don't you ask if he's going to meet us here, or if we should meet halfway, or something?
why don't we
Darius
just meet
lost.
at the entrance to the city and wait for his arrival?
Well, what if he's not coming to the city? Then we're just going to sit at the gate.
Well, Atlas just said he was coming.
Did he say that?
He asked for the name of the city that we're in. I'm sure he wasn't just making notes.
Maybe he wanted to know how long it would take for us to get there.
That's a good option, too. I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Or just send him a message.
Okay, I'll send him a message. Mr. Shopkeeper guy, I'm sending you a message. Are you coming here? Or are we coming? Wait, are you coming here? Or are
You got two
going,
words
Are
left.
you going there? If you could let us know, you can
You're out of
reply
words.
to this message.
I'm not actually sending him that message.
You're not?
No. I'm
Oh, you just say
saying,
it out loud?
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, what did he say?
Stand by.
All right. Well, since I have the mirror, I'm just going to start heading towards him, and I'm going to go.
I look at Darius. I look at Atlas.
There it is. Yep, he's coming here.
I scamper off to the entrance.
Can I do an insight check?
Roll a deception, Atlas. Insight, Darius.
Yeah, jerk that dice off.
What do you got, Big D? Or little D? I don't care to assume.
17.
17.
Just see what I think I got it beat, but I don't know what. I have 16 plus something, but I don't know what is it. Oh, maybe not. Core. What is deception under?
It's on the first
skills.
page.
-1.
All right. So yeah, you can see the kind of little. He's trying to keep a
Does he
straight
wink
face when
at
he's
me?
lying, but he kind of gets a little smile, like he's almost
No.
smiling while he's saying it, subconsciously. So yeah, you can kind of tell there's something not quite truthful about what he's saying.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Since he is on his way here, I'm just going to head towards him, and I will meet him, whoever gets to whoever first.
That sounds great.
And I will start heading, backtracking. I also want to try and send a message to Carmen. So I'm just going to be like, Carmen, this is Darius Silverstrum. Can you hear me? You can reply to this message.
You guys don't need to say he can reply to this message. I don't know if you just watch like Critical Role all the time and they always say that, but you don't have to say that.
Well, one,
He does.
if I don't say it, nobody in my party responds to me. So it's kind of just become ingrained into Darius's
I think it
head.
was at the beginning. I think it was just more of a joke.
Well, I think it's still a joke. I don't think. I mean, that's why I say it.
All right. So no, you don't hear any response, Darius.
Okay. I will keep going. I was
Mastos.
just gonna apprise her, but
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, she's not within range right now. Mastos, if you could roll a perception check, please.
Ooh, that is an 18.
Okay. Are you all heading away from the inn towards the stairs, or is anybody staying or going anywhere else? Or are you guys heading kind of out of the city?
I'm not heading out of the city.
Okay. Kind of staying just at the front of the inn there?
I'm just gonna.
Well, guys, it's early. I'm gonna use this time to explore a little bit. Maybe we meet back here in a little bit.
why don't you come and get the items with me?
Well, because you can just bring them to me.
What if I get jumped?
What am I gonna do?
More than I would do by myself.
Hey, if they're coming for that mirror, I think it's gonna be,
All right, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna go. I just turn and
So as you guys are having this conversation, Mastos, you hear meow, meow. And to your northeast, you see a little kitten sitting staring at you. Meow.
I float ostentatiously to the kitten, like Pepe Le Pew.
Okay. Kitten runs over and starts rubbing against your leg. Meow, meow.
I cast. Okay, hold on. I might burn 2 spells. Now I'll just burn 1.
Saying
Speak with
hi
animals.
first.
I'll cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
on myself
Druid.
and, and say, "Hello there, you soft."
Hello, yes, I am very soft. You're correct.
It's a very deep voice for a cat.
I know all animals have very different voices, so I'm not shocked by this. You'd be surprised.
I'm not there. I'm just like, not Darius.
Where from?
I'm here from Jaster Sunstorm. You are Mastos of the ATLADS, are you not? Continuing to kind of rub and look up at you with this big, baleful, big eyes just shining at you, light glistening off them.
God, it's so cute. It's so fluffy. I just, yes, Mastos I am. Keep petting.
Jasper Sunstorm has requested all of you to meet him at his abode at the request of Gar. Follow me.
Jasper Sunstorm.
Yeah. And as the cat turns away, tail up in the air, anus shining.
I'm gonna look back at Atlas and Jak and say, "Come, follow. Cat lead."
Who's... Do we know this cat?
We're walking away. The cat and I'm pointing at the cat. Come.
So the cat does turn and stop and sit, staring towards the group.
Mastos, what are we doing? We're just not following stray cats right now.
Not stray. Friend of Jasper Sunstorm.
Jasper, I'm sorry. Catch me up a little bit. Who is Jasper Sunstorm?
Mastos don't know.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe later we can have fun with your friend. But
Few people know Mastos' name. Jasper Sunstorm knew Mastos' name. Jasper friend. Only friends know Mastos.
Okay. Jak, what do you think here? Do we follow the stray cat that knows the stray druid?
Well, Mastos, we're trying to go meet with Gar to get our items.
You
Oh
all
my, Gar is the reason that I'm here.
Do we hear that, or is it just him?
This is meow, 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 meow.
Oh. Ah. Yes, Gar with him.
Oh, he knows Gar?
Yes.
Has Darius walked off at this point?
So this is all, Darius, as you were kind of starting to walk off, this is when Mastos started having this interaction with the cat, which has only taken about 20 seconds. So Darius, it's up to you if you continue walking or hang back to see what's happening, or... Darius?
Sorry, I thought I unmuted my mic. Have I heard him say Gar?
Yeah, you heard this
Okay.
whole thing. Yeah.
And then I will stop. And I will be like, Gar is summoning us somewhere?
Gar is unable to meet with you, so Jasper will be the proxy.
You hear Mastos.
Gar and Jasper friends.
So Darius is going to look at
Cat knows
Atlas.
where Gar is, and sounds like he's coming to the city, like I said.
Oh, Gar with Jasper. We should see Jasper.
So Darius is going to look at Atlas, realize he was lying, and then he's going to look at Mastos. And he'll be like, are you just siding with him? Like, are you trying to just make me stay? You playing some kind of game? Mastos?
Game? What game you want to play?
Okay, well, this has been wonderful. I guess, Jak, what do you think we should do here?
items this way, and I point at Cat.
I pull out my dagger.
Jack is gonna say, "Let's follow the cat."
Okay.
If make feel better, you can follow Mastos. Mastos follow Cat.
I'll
Alice,
follow the cat.
why are you suddenly asking Jack for leadership advice?
Well, not sure. I wasn't really doing well as a leader myself, so I figured it was someone else's turn to try.
I see. Okay.
We not ATLADS?
We are ATLADS.
All right, I will come with you to this house. But if
Jak
Gar
lads.
ain't there, I'm leaving.
Jak lads to Jasper.
Don't call us
Yeah.
that.
I like it. Wait. But Jack hasn't died yet, so... You will
I
get a
mean-
name when you die.
He's been unconscious more than any of us.
Always time to die when life involved. I scamper
Once?
along with the cat.
No, you've been unconscious like 2 or 3 times. Because one of the times you got up and then were unconscious again.
All right, so you,
Follow.
all right, so as you guys kind of like all turn your attention now to follow this cat, you see now the cat has one of its legs straight up in the air, just licking the inside of the leg. It just turns.
Oh, ready to leave, Mastos?
Ready?
Very well, follow me.
And it turns and starts prancing its way towards the stairs.
I prance along.
So everybody following suit.
Mhm.
All right.
That means you're all prancing too.
Does you guys follow this little ginger, it's kind of orange and white kind of striped cat, beautiful fluffy fur. It leads you guys down the stairs. Now for the first time going down to the second core of the city. It takes you directly north, right to the next set of stairs, which takes you down to the third core. And you start to see a big difference in these cores now as you descend. Hitting this third core, it looks like it's mostly housing. You don't see much industrial stuff going on as you did on the previous 2 cores. And it starts leading you around to the west, northwest area, and just looping right around this big circle. As you guys look out, all different types of buildings again. This you're seeing a little bit more stonework, a little bit more metal than you had previous. But again, very makeshift. And this is definitely sort of more homesteads than anything else. So you guys are walking for maybe about 20 minutes now as it loops you around. You're now heading, you can feel, in a south direction. Down to the corner of the third core. If you guys want to have any conversations or do anything while this is happening, now's the time. Or you can just follow the cat.
Just follow the cat.
That's right. All right, so as you keep walking down, it takes you kind of, you're going away now from the kind of where the central pit or hole of the city is. Heading southeasterly, to the bottom corner. As usual, the kind of ceiling as you look up, that daylight is still continuing. Seems spread very naturally across the whole area. You walk past a few buildings, and as you come to the back corner, you see this stone building that is, it's only built a few feet out of the wall, almost like the entirety of the building is kind of still inside the wall, right at the edge of this core. And as you look at it, it's all stone, very structured from floor to ceiling. It's very wide, and you see these stone, almost like statues, like faces, that almost form like an arch above a double door. And these faces have little cat faces all over them, with little smiles pointing this way and that way. Look like all individual cats that somebody has taken a lot of time and intricate stonework to get the little whiskers filed out, and they all in this sort of semicircle arch above these 2 wooden doors with large sort of big golden-looking sort of circle handles on the front. As the cat stops in front of it and turns to look at you all, and you hear meow 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 meow. Mastos, you. Are you ready to enter?
Yes, yes. More cats?
Oh, lots of cats. Always lots of cats.
I get a shiver of excitement.
Very well. I'll be right back. And now you see the cat turn around and walk towards the door, and you now notice what you didn't notice before, this tiny little door. Cut out a little cat flap as it walks in. Poop, 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 poop. You see this wooden little flap just close behind it. And nothing. You guys are waiting.
Well, I hope this goes well. We're not handing a powerful device to a supervillain. But, I mean, maybe I'll be able to teleport away. Safety.
So you hear a strange sort of metallic sound, and the doors now open up in front of you, and you all see this small, strange-looking halfling figure in some sort of chair that has wheels on the side of it. And it's very strange looking because parts of him are kind of melded into this chair. As you look at his face, he has this kind of short, spiky brown hair. He's got this strange metallic, it almost looks like the metal you've seen on Carmen, but small strands of it kind of pulled to the side of his face, covering parts of his face. And these deep brown eyes. He's wearing some sort of brown kind of leather sort of straps and nice clothing underneath. And he just has this big smile. Come on in then, come on in. And he waves you in and starts wheeling himself inside the building.
I just turn to the group and
See, definitely evil.
I just start heading in.
I walk ahead, and I'd like to look down to see if I can see the other side of that cat door. Is it there?
Yeah, so as you turn to the right, behind the door, you can see the other side of it, yep.
Mastos, be right back. And you see him run outside back again, and you're just confused.
Well, with the door still open, you guys see Mastos just kind of run in a circle because the door hasn't closed yet.
Goes into fox form through their little door up. It's like, I've always wanted to do a door like that.
Is everybody filing in after Atlas?
Yes.
Okay. So Atlas, you kind of see everything first as you come through the doors. You see to your left and right away these beautiful cat statues. They're about the same size as you, kind of like standing what you would picture to be sort of a like the lion statues that you would see, looking very aggressive, like grinning kind of thing, but it's replaced with an absolutely beautiful, cute cat on each side. And there's pillars in this room. This is a very, very long, deep room, well furnished. You see these wooden pillars kind of from floor to ceiling. You look up, the ceiling is made of this beautiful wood, very, very high, like a cathedral style ceiling. Lots of beautiful furniture lines the outside. You see a long table on the left-hand side. Straight ahead, this beautiful circular carpet placed with these intricate designs all over it. There's a warm fireplace at the very opposite. Some furniture laid out in front of it. A couple of doors along the right-hand side of the wall. You see lots of shelves, bookcases. But you also notice tons of cats. There's some lined along. There's some sitting on the shelves. There's some underneath chairs on the left-hand side, and they're all just watching. Some are just laying on their sides, just kind of playing with each other.
How does this place smell?
Roll a perception.
Perception is never good. 7.
7. Smells like the inside of a normal kind of room. No smells specifically are standing out to you.
Good. So my nose isn't being assaulted by ammonia right now?
Nope.
All right.
Jasper, you can see he's wheeling his chair towards the fireplace, and you can see these kind of 2 couches, one on either side, and a large armchair, all kind of facing towards the fireplace. He just kind of turns in his chair with this big smile, smiling at you all as you come forward. All right, come in then.
We're in.
Would you like to all have a seat?
I shuffle onto the floor cross-legged.
We were told Gar would be here.
Let the cats surround me and engulf me and be one with me.
Okay. All right. So you sit on the floor, cross-legged. Well, Carl got see, he couldn't make it, so I'm gonna be helping you out. He tried to make the trade a couple of weeks from now, but he said there was big issues, so we got to do it now instead.
Can I...
Insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of you roll insight. As you're doing this, you notice that one of the cats has run over and just pawed the door closed, like up on its hind legs, just. Beep, 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 beep.
17.
17.
That's my insight. 16.
Okay. Yeah, from what you guys can tell, like he's got a nice the smile, his gesture, he doesn't have any flicker in his eyes. He seems to be legit. He should be telling the truth.
Okay, I want to
How do you know Gar?
Oh, me and Gar go way back. He helped me out a lot when I really needed it, and ever since then, you know, we've been good friends. Well, I mean, as much as friends as you can be with somebody like Gar, right? Yeah, you know. But yeah, so I'm a little bit of a contact here in the city. So if he needs stuff done here, then he usually reaches out to me. He couldn't make it here exactly today, so he thought he dropped his stuff off a few weeks ago for me to keep here for you. So yeah, if we could just make sure you've got the goods you promised him, and then he did have a bit of an issue getting some of the goods for you. But he said that if you're not happy with what he got, then that's okay. We can hold off on the trade, and you can find either something else or you can hang on to the mirror. So up to you.
Okay, that's great. So he gave you the items weeks ago for us?
Yeah. It was about 3 weeks, I suppose. About 3 weeks, maybe.
He gave you the items we requested from him 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. I've been holding them here for you.
I repeat what what Atlas and 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, well, you know, Gar. Time's a bit funny, isn't it? Wait, have you never dealt with Gar before? Oh, yeah, that's right. He said you hadn't dealt with him before. Yeah, time's a bit funny when it comes to Gar. That's why we got to do it now, because he said he tried to do it a couple of weeks from now, and, well, let's just say there was some issues. He couldn't get his goods, couldn't get his mirror, so we got to do it now before all that happens.
Or what happens?
Well, you know. Well, no, you wouldn't know, would you? It hasn't happened yet. Well, I don't think I should be telling you. He said it's not good to be telling people stuff about stuff that hasn't happened yet, so I don't, maybe we just get to the trade, eh?
How about...
And I whisper to myself, and my eyes glow blue, and then this big wave of blue, like half translucent energy shoots out for me, just subtly, like not like almost like a little wisp.
A big wave of blue translucent energy.
Subtly.
But it's not like you're boom. It's just
Yeah.
Dim light.
Yeah, like a
And,
warm light.
Yeah, just like, oh, that was nice. And I'm casting Zone of Truth.
Okay. What's the
15-foot radius
15
centered on a point, so I would center it on our man.
And it's wisdom save, right?
charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Take 6 off that.
Because he did something.
Cutting words, that bitch.
Got it. Where?
What word did you say?
Okay.
Scissor.
Liar!
Oh, you got magic too. Oh, that's great. Well,
I asked the cats. Is this guy lying? He...
you hear a couple of.
Well, sometimes it gives people motivation to tell the truth.
Oh yeah, I've no reason to lie. Why would I be lying? What's the benefit of that?
It's kind of a big deal with what we're dealing with, so it's nice to be in a situation where we know all parties are telling the truth.
That's fair. That's why I let you do it.
Okay? Not
I
quite
leaned
sure.
down to A.T.L.A.S, and I was like, I tried to cast a spell on Gar, and it was instantly nullified. What if he has the same abilities, and that's what he meant?
Are you saying this out loud?
Like, I'm, like, whispering it to A.T.L.A.S. Like, I, like, leaned down to him.
If you need a little conversation between yourselves, feel free. I did have some tea brewing in the kitchen. If anybody wants some, don't want to interrupt, so I'll just be over here when you want me. And he kind of just wheels himself over to the fireplace and kind of just backs his wheelchair up and kind of just plonks down in front of it and just takes out a little piece of wood, and you just see him kind of doing something.
Jasper,
Oh, yeah. Looks over his shoulder.
do you know the nature of the mirror?
He didn't really tell me much of the details. He just said it's something he really wants for his collection.
But do you know the nature of the mirror?
It's something dimensional or something to do with dimensions, but I personally don't know the details of the mirror, no.
And he didn't tell you why he wanted the mirror?
Yeah, he did. He wants it for his collection. He collects all kinds of things, travels all over, trying to get these unique, special things. Usually one of a kind is what he's looking for.
And would you say Gar is a good person?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here, pardon the pun, if it weren't for him, so I'd definitely say he's one of the good uns. He would say himself that he's a bit neutral, but as far as I'm concerned, he's one of the good uns.
And Jasper, you're not trying to take advantage of us, are you?
What do I need to take advantage of you for? I've got everything I need. I'm sure if you've spoken to people, they all know Jasper Sunstorm. You've probably been around here. You've heard my name.
Actually, no. But
Oh.
can I ask you the question again, and maybe you just say yes or no?
Oh, very specific. All right, hold on a second. And you see him put this piece of wood kind of back in his thing, and he gets his chair and wheels himself over a little bit closer to you all now. All right, go ahead. Yes or no? Let's go.
Same question. Would you be taking advantage of us?
No.
Do you think Gar is taking advantage of us?
No, not unless he's giving you a bad deal, but I don't really know the value of things too much, so I couldn't tell you that, but I don't see why he'd be trying to rip you off or anything.
A.T.L.A.S.
He's gone to great
Is Gar a time
lengths.
traveler?
What?
Is Gar a time traveler?
Not really by choice. He has a few problems, few issues when he tries to get places, and pops up here, pops up there. So I don't know if I would call it a time traveler. He's not really doing it by choice.
A.T.L.A.S.
Great. Yes, Darius?
Did you said earlier that you can contact Gar?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just do that and ask if this guy's legit?
Mm-hmm.
And Mastos, by the way, you heard a few of the cats say, "There's no reason for him to lie. He doesn't lie. He doesn't need to. Why would he lie?"
Mastos trust him. Cats trust him. Cat's good opinion.
Are you joking? Have you ever watched cats? They're the shadiest creatures on the planet.
Mastos spent months with cats, and I keep petting cats.
Okay, well, we're getting off topic here, but can you let us know what the items are that he was able to procure?
Of course. Unless you have any more questions, I'm more happy to answer any questions you have.
I'll let you know if I do.
Jack's gonna raise his finger and be like, I'd like a cup of tea, please.
Oh, are you Jak?
Yes.
Oh. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Jak. A cup of tea? Absolutely. Anybody else want one? I'll go grab this for
Can
you.
I insight that?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
That like he seemed really shady about it, so I just want to see like, can I get like a vibe on what that was? Is Jak
Sure.
gonna die?
Roll an insight check.
Foreshadow.
18.
18. So the look that he had on his face was definitely more of like a sad flicker. But then quickly back to the smile, like a recognition of sadness for a second, and then kind of back to a smile.
Jasper.
Yeah, you want some tea? Who else?
No. What was that? What was that just now?
What was what? Ask me who wants tea.
You identified Jak, and then look, listen. I have seen many different looks on different people's faces throughout my time. I've been with a lot of people who have done things that they really didn't mean to do.
Mastos thinks about that time with the goat.
Brr.
And I like game recognize game, brother. What was that?
I don't know what exactly you want me to say.
Why did you look like that? You look like you had like regret or sadness or something on your face when you recognized Jak.
Right, well, as I said, okay, so whenever Gar couldn't do the trade, he decided to do a little bit of research. So he kind of figured out each one of you, what was going on, who you are, what you're doing, to see if it was worth him doing all this work to get this from you, or just to move on, do something else. So, you know, he told me some stuff, and as I said before, I'm not supposed to say things that happen in the future. So I'd appreciate it if you don't mind me. Does anybody else want some tea?
Some men just want to see the world burn.
Jasper just wants to serve some tea. I will.
No, I'm sorry. Like,
Jasper, do you know if do we die soon?
Boy, listen, you're kind of pushing a lot here. Put me in a bit of a bad spot.
No. Yes or no?
Well, that's a bit of a blanket question, because you said that we die and everybody dies. So I guess that would be a yes.
Does something bad happen to us soon?
Oh,
Yes
yeah.
or no?
Yeah. Well, so I got to do a trade now. He tried to do it weeks from now, and he couldn't. One of you dead, the rest of you in jail? I mean, how could he do... I'm gonna be right back. And he starts wheeling towards one of the doors to the side. You hear the
Wait.
door just swing behind.
Do you
I'll be
know
right
if-
back.
Okay. Hear me out.
Friends push him. Might not get items.
Maybe that's why. Okay, we need to see the items first. I'll blow my spell slots to I'll blow my arcane energy to identify these items to make sure that they are legit. What if Gar actually, like, what if he went to the future and he was like, oh no, these guys didn't make it. I need to get them to them sooner. So he traveled
Or
through
no,
time to get
he
us
wants
here.
to get the mirror sooner.
Yeah, but I
Because
mean,
whatever happened to us, we lost the mirror.
or
Maybe someone,
maybe the mirror got out, or maybe the mirror broke and everything escaped, and then we all died.
yeah. Or maybe we had someone of value tied up and one of us untied him for no reason whatsoever, and then bad things happened.
Yeah, or
That's not
you
time
had them,
travel.
somebody had them restrained and then dropped them.
Okay, listen.
He puts his ear up.
I'm not doing this right now with you.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the look he gave me meant.
I think
Well,
you're the
no.
one that dies.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I picked up when that. Why do you think I started pushing him? Like, look, if I die, I've lived my life. Although I would like to know my past, but I've lived a good life. You're still young. You got lots of years ahead of you. I'm not gonna let you die.
Everyone dies.
I don't know. Apparently not you, Mister 105,000 years old.
Yeah, but you
Ageism.
just say that.
Whoa.
I mean, that's not ageism. I didn't say you couldn't do something because you're a certain age. I just pointed out how old
But
you
I
are.
couldn't die.
No, I said you haven't died.
That's fair.
This
Jasper,
was
are
a
you
cruel
getting
ploy,
tea?
Mr. DM.
You hear, Sasso, Petunia, can you come in? Give me a hand. And you see two of the cats, the ears kind of perk up, and two cats jump up and start running over, and they run through the kitchen door.
Something's amiss.
You hear some rustling in the next
What are you
room.
gonna try and erase our memories?
If these cats serve us tea, I'm going to die.
I'm not drinking tea. I recommend none of you do either.
You see the door open up as these two cats in tandem, their foot moving in tandem, have these straps on with this silver platter balancing perfectly on them as they look like they're just breezing smoothly over towards the group. And you can see 4 cups with a little bit of steam just coming out of the top of
I mean,
them.
that is kind of cool,
I'm clapping ecstatically.
but I'm not drinking it.
They come over and they both kind of do a circle and they both loaf it to a loaf, and this platter is just steady. All right, well, help yourself if you want some tea.
I immediately help myself.
Jack
Oh.
also takes a cup.
Thank you.
All right,
I
well,
don't need any, but thank you.
let me say, if I may, I think we got it. I understand your hesitation. Okay, you fill me in on everybody's situations individually and as a group, so I get it. All right, I understand. I also know that once I take care of Gar, because he's my priority, yeah? Anything he needs from me, I take care of. Once that's done, maybe we could do a little bit of work together. I'd be open to that if you're open to that. But first of all, Gar, mirror, goods, what do you say?
Can we
One
see
of
the
the
good?
goods.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part. Okay, let me get to the things that are for specific people. All right,
Right.
so
Alright,
here we
do
go.
it.
Wait, hold on.
So, oh,
A
whoop.
cat's gonna bring them out to us. Oh my god.
What do you mean the things that are for specific people?
Well,
We all
he-
specifically asked for things.
yeah. But as I said, he couldn't get everything, so he got
And
what he
I turn
could.
to Darius. I'm just like,
That a man's spike, Darius. That
Yeah.
is spike.
What he said.
copying his accent.
Haha! I like it.
Oh, I like it. This is good. I should talk like this now, shouldn't I?
Oh,
No.
that's beautiful. Haha!
Alright. Alright, let's get right to it.
All right,
Oh,
here we go.
I'm ready
Pull up
for
a
it.
chair. Pull up a chair. And
Hold up for
I
it.
scoop my bum across the floor.
Show me what you got, Jasper.
so Jasper's he's on his wheelchair. He's just north of this large, as I say, sort of circular, intricate carpet. It's on the floor. Kind of halfway in the room. He's just sitting to the north of it. So you kind of see him reach out and kind of gesture, and you see a chair from each side kind of slide in to the sides of this large carpet. And he smiles at Mastos as he sees him just shuffling up. So Mastos, you're sitting kind of at the south of the carpet, and there's now 2 chairs on either side. You guys want to sit, stand?
I
It's up
haven't
to you.
moved. I'm literally just standing, arms crossed.
Okay.
And I moved up,
Okay.
but I'm not sitting.
All right. Now seats, no problem. And you see the seats push off to the side. All right. I am number 1. And you see, he looks down to his arm, and as I say, parts of him are kind of melded with this chair. Very familiar to kind of what you've seen with some of the Nolgia guards, where parts of his body seem to be metallic or are blended with it. And he reaches to basically where his bicep is, where there's sort of this metal panel. And he pulls it open, and he reaches inside. All right, first, you want something, Mastos? And he pulls out this really strange looking necklace that has this leather kind of wrapping around it and 4 crystals dangling from it. Right, now, he said that you asked for something real specific and he couldn't really get it, but this is a special druid bracelet necklace. Well, depends how thick your neck is. It each contains a spell, okay, that you can use while you're in your special shapes.
Ooh.
All right, so if you want to take a look at it, go ahead. And
I'm gonna walk up and take it.
he tosses
Fine.
it over towards Mastos.
And as Darius takes it, I just get a sad face.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, Mastos, he's just gonna look at it.
So
Yeah,
I
it's a
am
good look
going
at it.
to cast Identify on it.
Okay. Right, yeah, go ahead. Identify it. No worries. So as you kind of focus your arcane energy, it just hums around the object, and you kind of almost feel yourself just absorbing its energy almost. So this is a druidic bracelet of beads. It contains 4 special crystals. And when someone attunes with it, each of these crystals will have a random spell assigned to it as soon as it's attuned. And each one of these spells can be used while a druid is shapeshifted once per day.
Okay.
Okay.
So when the Identify spell finishes and I kind of like, I can feel its essence, I look down at Mastos, and then like I drop it, but I like hold the string, so it like, thunk, and I just hold it above him. I'm like, it seems legit.
Legit. I grab it. I put it on excitedly.
All right, well, let's not just get too carried away.
Yeah,
We got to
don't-
complete the entire trade first.
Yeah.
And Mastos, you feel the necklace just slowly lift off and drift over. And he just
All type of cats.
you see a cat from the right hand side now using its head to shimmy a little tiny side table over beside Jasper, and the bracelet just sets down on the table. All right, so obviously only Mastos can use that one. All right. Now, the other thing that's only usable by one of you, and it's for A.T.L.A.S.
Oh,
Now,
what?
yeah, a lot of you
You got
wanted.
for me.
Yeah, I'm really liking your voice all of a sudden.
Oh, really? Give that
Yeah.
a good try on, aren't I?
You're doing a great job, I must say. It's very complimentary.
You know way, just making new friends.
All right, well, you're losing a little bit, but all right. So,
It's my first day. Come on now.
now, the problem was, a lot of you were looking for some teleportation, which it ain't easy to get, mind you. It ain't easy to get. So,
It ain't. But you did, didn't you?
no. So, taking into consideration your very...
Anticlimactic?
You want to hear what it is, or you want to make fun of me?
Oh, not making fun of you. I was just. Alright, what is it?
All right, well, taking into consideration your very unique,
Non-teleportation.
your very
ability.
unique physique, we'll say, yeah. You got these. There's a little bit of work required, mind you. You're gonna look a little bit different.
you got you these special made legs / feet, boots sort of situation. Give you the ability to fly, a certain limitation for 10 minutes. Now, not a teleportation, but it's pretty freaking good if you ask me.
Okay.
He called them rocket boots.
That's a little on the head, isn't it?
I didn't name them. Yeah, you can use these. And he reaches in and one at a time out of his arm pulls out these strange looking boots like legs. These components, these large kind of circles on the top, down the sides, around the ankles. And you can see how these would very easily kind of replace where your leg components go inside your body. You would have to get somebody to attach them for you, but they look pretty cool.
And when I fly, do I turn invisible so that when I land at the location that I'm at, it's almost like I did teleport?
Funny you should mention that. If you take off, right, and then you cast invisibility, boom! They'll think you teleported. And then you just arrive where you're going, you take off invisibility, boom! You just have to have invisibility spell.
Oh, and is that imbued in some special necklace you're about to pull out of your arm right now?
It absolutely is not anything we have. No, you got the rocket boots that let you fly. It's pretty freaking good if you ask me. And he pulls both out, sets it on the table.
Do you want me to check them, Atlas?
No, it's okay.
All right.
They look legit. No disappointment.
Well, as I said, Gar said if you're not happy because it's not exactly what you asked for, then he understands. So it's up to you whether you accept it or not, but this is what I've got to show you.
Master's very happy. And he's just
Excellent.
staring at the necklace.
Gar will be very happy to hear that. All right.
Well, carry on.
All right. Okay. Now, these are the two items. They're not specific, you see. So either the two that are left over, Jak or Darius, you know, either you can use either one of these. So let me show you. Puts his hand in, pulls out, as he pulls out this cloak, and you see it's fully red. It's got this golden shine around the rim of it. These intricate, like, whoever crafted this, the sewing of the gold pieces around this are like master craftsmen. It just almost, it glimmers as he pulls it out. All right, now, this will teleport you. All right?
Ah, what?
When you put this cape on, and you can take one person with you, and you can teleport. Bam! So, either one of you could use that. Let you use anybody familiar. We've got some magic users here. Anybody familiar with the arcane spell Dimension Door?
Yeah, I mean, I know of it.
All right. Well, this gives you use of Dimension Door. Very powerful spell. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest with you, but that's okay. All right.
Well, it's really for Jak. I've already got a magic cloak.
Jak, this might be good for you, mate. It might enable you to immediately get out of, a situation that may go the wrong way. And the next thing, he pulls out this pair of boots. All right, so boots. Again, no teleportation here, but they're boots of speed. Make you go real fast, and if somebody's trying to get you while you're running away, if you got the boots activated, have a lot of a harder time hitting you. Boots of speed, these are. So we got boots of speed. We got the special teleporting cape. We got the druid bracelets. We got the rocket boots. What do
Let me
y'all
see the
say?
boots of speed. I want to cast Identify on them.
All right, sure, yeah. Come on then, go grab them.
Yep, I do it.
All right, so you walk over and grab the boots of speed.
kind of feel their essence going in, and roll a wisdom saving. No, just kidding. There you go. You should have access to it.
Jasper, do you know anyone that could work on an automaton like me?
Well, actually, these specific boots are designed very easy assembly. And I've been told, he's not here, see, but Thoric very easily be able to do that for you. But any other tinkerer, you know, anybody who tinkers, any type of artisan like that, he'll do it for you. No worries.
Okay, alright. How long you been in this city for, Jasper?
A couple of decades now, yeah.
See any big worms?
Big worms? Nah. No big worms in years, since the dwarves left.
Can you tell me what that membrane thing is?
Oh. Well, yeah, it's a special membrane that the dwarves cultivated from the giant worms. They would grow even bigger and they'd leave this kind of sack thing here. And they were able to manipulate it and bring it through, so it transfers the light, even water. Water rains or the snow melts and it carries the water down in different levels. You got gardens and everything on the different levels because of it. It's amazing.
Wow. Okay.
Alright, so what's the deal, fellas? We're doing this or what?
I'm gonna be honest, these boots weren't exactly what I was looking for.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, I really wanted to teleport, to be honest, but...
Oh, wow. Alright, well...
I'm extremely happy.
Mastos, I don't think is too happy either.
Mastos is extremely happy.
He's
Well-
only extremely happy. Usually he's much more happy. Jak?
I'm indifferent.
Okay, but like, I mean, we know that's your general state of being. How about in this moment, how do you feel about the gear?
I'm less concerned about the gear and more concerned about how long I have till I die.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, considering now that we know about Jak's imminent death,
Maybe Dimension Door Cape help in a situation of death.
Alright,
What do we do?
can we keep this between us? I mean...
of
I
course.
mean, who are we gonna tell?
Alright, well, you know, Guy knows a lot of people, yeah? And we're good friends. But he does feel kind of bad, but he doesn't like to interfere with things, you know? So, if we could keep it between us, then... Nah.
We definitely can.
Alright, how about this? If you... Alright, well, all I can tell you is that when he showed up, I think he said it was 2 weeks from now, Jak he lost his life. He was no longer here on the plane. And the rest of you had been incarcerated.
Here
Now.
in the city?
Yes. And the details, as far as I know, another Drake Warden had killed Jak. And the rest of you, apparently, there was multiple murders, theft, torture that had happened, and there was overwhelming evidence, and that's what I know.
Do you know what kind of torture?
Look at Darius.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. All I could say is that, you know, that's it.
Well,
Well,
And
guys.
Zone of
well,
Truth is still active, right?
10 minutes, right? I think.
10 minutes, yeah.
Yep.
okay, well,
But you know, these things are never set in stone. I just went Scottish for a second.
Guys, we could just leave
Quite
the
fun.
city. We could go to Centorium, check out what's going on there.
we could, yes.
Well,
I
does
guess
any
we'll,
does any of this make sense to you?
You know, there could be some things that might be misconstrued from time to time.
Some of those things are true.
Mastos, we're gonna play the quiet game.
Mastos pets the cats.
okay, well, I guess we're gonna need equipment, at least.
Well, it's up to you now.
I'm okay
Anything
with
that
it.
would keep me alive, like the ability to transport myself and an ally.
And boots of speed would be pretty nice, too.
Yeah, they're not great.
Well, what boots do you have on now?
These beautiful leather boots.
How about this, Darius? Let us take the items, and the next few items you take.
I mean, let's be real. I'm probably gonna do that anyway.
Well, I mean, I'll hold on to this for you. Where I can't get the voice back.
It's Michael Caine. Michael
Well, okay.
Caine.
I'll hold on to this for you. I mean, it's not rushed, yeah.
Listen,
mean,
I
We
don't
only have a
speak for
time
everyone.
limit of about 2 weeks or so.
If the three of them want to do it, then I'll do it.
I slide my hands towards the necklace.
It's up to you. It's no skin off my back, you know.
All right.
You want to think about it? I'll keep them here, safe. It's no problem. You just obviously have a little bit of a time crunch, but maybe, you know.
I'm fine with it. Jack, what do you think?
Honestly, both items sound decent, so I'm for it.
Okay. I put my hand behind my back and let my vest open up, and I pull the bag out, and I hold it to Atlas to pull the mirror out.
No. Pull the mirror out. Gently.
All right, could you put it on the carpet, please? Right in the circle there.
We will once we have our items.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, no, but once we have them.
I slip the necklace on.
All right, Mastos got his.
My
Yeah.
rocket hand shoots over. Wait, I haven't pulled it out fully yet then.
Jack will just go grab the rest of the
Yeah,
items.
just you take the mirror out of the bag. We'll put the items into the bag, and then you can go put it on the cart. Like it's not like there's a huge time delay. Just don't put it on the carpet till the items are in the bag.
Well, if you don't want to put it on the carpet, you can put it over there. It's fine. I'll get
Yeah,
my
I
kiddies to
figured
bring it
your
over.
carpet Has
It's okay.
some kind of magical thing, so
Yeah, of
let us
course.
just make sure,
Teleport
you
it.
know.
Get it to go.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just make sure we have our things. You got magical teleporty things. I don't want you teleporting our shit.
Oh, technically, it'd be there.
Okay. All right, so,
Alright, I'm gonna put it on the carpet.
all right. Voice. Can we talk about some stuff afterwards, after we do Gar's stuff?
Yeah.
You're all in a
Gar's
very
stuff is
unique
done, though.
situation, and I think we could definitely do some good work. So, yeah, stick
Do you
around.
have an easy way of getting a hold of you?
Of me,
I
Well-
think he meant like talking right now.
you
Oh,
could.
you want to talk right now?
What? Who?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
Like we're done. The deal's done. He's putting it on the carpet right now. What else is what?
Oh, all right. Well, let's get Gar's thing completely first. That's my priority always.
Okay, Atlas, go put the mirror on the carpet. I guess we have the items now, right?
You guys all gone taking your items from the table?
Jack took them all.
Oh,
Jack.
Jack told. Yeah, Jack
Hmm.
told.
Oh, you took all the
I
items,
grabbed
Jack?
the other-
Jack took them all.
I grabbed the other 3 items.
Okay.
Because they were trying to handle the stuff.
Yeah,
And
all
you
good.
Put them in the bag of holding, right? Or just
Nope.
put them in. No.
I mean, he
He's
can hold
just-
them too. We'll
he's
each
just
take
holding 'em.
ours when he's done.
Okay.
All right, great. So the mirror on the carpet.
Yep.
All right, stand back. don't want anybody accidentally go anywhere they're not supposed to go, you know. Oh. You see him bow his head a little bit and start moving his hands. You guys start to see the carpet almost come translucent, and these runes start to light up in a circle all around it. Sequentially, from the outside going to the inside, it starts to rhythmically move quicker and quicker and quicker. You see the carpet is there, and the mirror is gone. All right, I'll be happy with that. Nice. All right. What can I first ask? What's the plans? What you're all doing now? Are you going to be spending some time in the city?
Well, I don't know now.
Well, you just told me I was going to die in 2 weeks, so I want to avoid that.
All right. I didn't. I mean, you can't get mad. You poked it out at me. Now you're getting mad at me for saying it.
No. Don't misunderstand. We're not upset with you. We're upset with the circumstances, and we're trying to avoid that.
But things aren't set in stone, are they?
No.
Right.
Can you help us avoid it?
I think he's done enough. We can't keep pushing him.
I don't know the exact details. All I know is it was a Drake Warden that took down Jak, and the rest of you were in jail now. After looking at all your dossiers, so to speak, I don't think all of it would be accurate, would it?
Well, I wasn't really referring to giving us more information on what is to happen. I was referring to you seeming like a well-connected person in the city. Maybe we could rely on you if needed. In turn, you can rely on us.
Well, if God trusts you, I mean, automatically you got more trust. I'll help you out whatever way I can. Maybe I help you, you help me. You know, if we got something in place, maybe we can avoid whatever was going to happen.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice relationship. Now, do you know of any other Drake Wardens in town?
Well, you know, Drake Wardens are very secretive. You can never really tell who they are because they never really bring out the drakes unless absolutely necessary so as to not give away their identity. So, I don't really know of any other ones.
Didn't Sunak mention something about another Drake Warden?
I can't remember.
Sunak? He lives in the city. A little bit of a runt if you ask me.
Yeah. If he ever says anything to you about us doing anything with his feet, he's lying.
That's very specific, but okay.
And do you see him often?
No, don't get out much. Stick in here most of the time. But there's something fishy about him, let me tell you. Him and that other fella.
While we're talking,
fella.
I'm actually going to put my boots on and start trying to attune to them.
What other fella?
Okay. Well, not a fella, I guess. Some woman. Don't really see her much, though. He's the one running about doing everything. I've only been here for about a year, but let me tell you, where they got the house, some fishy there.
Well,
The next says,
from us.
What house?
They got a house there on Core-Free in the housing district. Yeah. Uncle left Sunak a house. Oh, really? Thought we just got here. You make a friends. Oh, that's amazing. Wait, which tavern? Freedom. I'm here. Which one?
I don't know. What tavern we were at? One word.
The boiling something or something?
The boiling something or something. Haven't heard of that one. The new one open up.
What are the three taverns in town?
Well, there's the Rusty Mug, and then there's the Dragon Flagon, and then there's I call it a tavern, but it's grounded. Instead of ales, they serve coffee. I do like it there. Let me tell you.
I think we were at the Rusty Mug.
Ah, Rusty Mug. That's the worst one of a lot of them. All right, but you know.
Don't talk about my friend's tavern like that.
Oh, sorry. No offense meant. But anyway,
Okay, so,
alright, go ahead, sorry.
so I was just, so, Sunak, not a good guy. Working with another female. They have a house on core 3. Maybe
Yeah.
he seemed to know something that he didn't want to tell us. And as much as we asked nicely, he would not tell us anything.
Well,
Hmm.
they live in the city, but they are bounty hunters, so they're not always here. They're traveling around the country and stuff, you know?
Is there a lot of bounty hunters in the city? Usually?
Not especially, no. Not more than any other city, you know? Where people have to make a living.
Have you heard of another bounty hunter in the city that may or may not be alive now?
Not what I can think of, not off the top of my head now.
Are you aware of someone named Amric Blackblood?
Emmerich? Yeah. He doesn't live here, but he spends quite a bit of time here. He travels a bit, but over the last, I don't know, couple of years maybe, he comes and stays quite a bit down at the Dragon Flagon. He's a friend there, works in the, does a lot of the work with the blacksmiths and that, and spends a lot of time with them.
We'll just pretend Jack asked that because Darius didn't actually know the name.
Well,
So the Dragon Flagon, what core is that on?
it's down core 5.
Core 5. Okay.
Yeah. So, the southeastern corner. Can't miss it. Got a big dragon out the front.
Well, okay. Is there, what's the best way to reach you? Just come on by, or do we find a local cat? Like, what's your...
Well, one of my cats, if you see one of my cats, but I mean, they're not really mine. They just, you know, we're all a big family here, aren't we? In here. Meow, 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 meow. I'm gonna circle around the room.
Sometimes,
You can come here anytime.
little stones that we give each other. Do you have anything like that laying around?
No. Don't have any stones. No special stones. You can come here, see me, or you can send a messenger, whatever you want to do. A courier, whatever.
Okay. All right. One other question, totally random. Have you heard of a Dr. Elias?
Dr. Aloysius? Oh, you know, I think I heard mention. I think, yeah,
Reditus,
we do it.
What is his last name?
Yeah, Veritas, yeah. Ringing a bit of a bell. Not personally, but people do a lot of research about technology and things like that here in the city, and pretty sure somebody had mentioned something, some research or something about things like yourself, automatons.
Is there someone in the city that, if I were to want to ask more questions regarding myself or people like me, or Dr. Elias Veritas, who would I go see?
It's hard to say, really. I mean, the person that's the smartest that I know would be Ladmus Greyswan, I suppose. He deals with all the communications and things like that. He's probably the best bet.
Sorry, name again?
Ladmus?
Ladmus Greyswan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on usually on core 3 in the big cathedral. Hard to miss.
Okay, well, thank you. And is there anything that we can do for you in the meantime while we're out gallivanting?
Well, I did want to talk about there's a potential for doing some good, you know? I don't know if you're aware of this, but you're in a very unique circumstance.
We are? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
During the research for the dossiers for you, I see that you were supposed to be in the tournament. So you all have keys, yeah? Other than Mastos?
Yeah, what do you know about the tournament?
You see him like kind of like scrunch his nose up. It look a bit, almost like a little bit of anger in his face. Oh, it's run by Centorium, isn't it?
I mean, you know more than we do.
You know, the tournament. You've only been here a little bit, yeah? A week or something? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? How long you been here from the islands?
On this island, we've been here about a week and a half.
All right.
A long week.
Well,
It feels like months.
all I'll say is, Centorium, me and a lot of people think they don't do a lot of things that are good. And so we try our best to do good for people. And we've never been able to get into Centorium. But if you all have keys, it might be a way in.
So, hold on. I was thinking about this last night. Do any of, well, either of you two, Mastos, I don't think this applies to you, sorry, buddy. Do either of you two remember anyone from your islands ever winning? Or anyone coming back?
I wasn't awake for very long before I was sent, so I don't really remember anything personally.
Do I remember them talking about anyone coming back or previous people being sent?
So,
Like anyone?
in none of your islands, any of you know of any reports of your island winning?
In our life?
Correct.
I mean, Atlas, that's a shorter period, but I'm 40. Jack 17.
Yeah. But would I've heard of anyone winning like prior to my? Because I would have asked questions, right? I'm assuming.
On the island, basically, the people
Yeah.
on each of your islands are not aware of winners from their islands.
Okay.
And nobody's ever returned, like even the people who've lost.
Correct.
So I can't speak for you guys, but on my island, nobody's won, and nobody's ever come back.
Same with our island. Well, we've never had a winner from what I've heard.
Well,
Same with mine.
there's been
So unless-
winners. There's been winners. They've put out. I mean, I know of at least 2 on A.T.L.A.S that have won. So there's definitely winners. But
Right, so it's not
it's-
just our 4 islands that compete.
there's a lot more islands than that.
Well, I mean, I know that, but it was my understanding that our 4 were the ones that competed in the tournament, and if we won, we got special treatment.
Well, yeah, there's a certain tournament's always ongoing, yeah? It's always going. Well, if you get to a certain unlock a certain level of this tournament, then you win and you get whatever rewards, and it opens up the next section for the next group of people. But it's always ongoing. There's no stop.
It's never stopped. It's constant.
Yeah. It's always
And I look
going.
over at Jack and I'm like, see, there may be some hope yet.
Jack's gonna stand up because he was sitting on the ground. But Jack's gonna kind of like stand up and kind of you're gonna see a little more purpose in his face, a little more gusto.
All right, well, I mean, perhaps I'll help you out in the city here, and then maybe you can return the favor and help out Gaterfa in Vagar. Sound good?
I'm sorry, the what?
I will end the session there.
Oh!
All right, went a little bit later. Apologize for that, guys, but it was a good session.
Why is bro dropping stuff like, "Oh, Jack's dead"? Sorry. Like, bro.
He didn't say Jack's dead. He just implied something bad's going to happen.
No, he straight up said Jack dies in 2 weeks.
yeah. Eventually, after coaxing it out of him, guys.
Wow,
Yeah,
rude.
well, I mean, I'm sorry if oh, you're Jack.
yeah.
Let's just say he doesn't have a great deception. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks so much. Great session. I'll be back next week, 8 p.m. EST next Tuesday. Have a good night. See you all.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Goodbye.
Bound by honor, lost in time, the ATLADS march towards the line. Oh, ride the storm, sail the tide.